I'm just a D girl from around the way with a whole lot of shit to say. It's your girl, KD.
It's your hostess with the mostest. It's Kiki.
What up, though? It's your boy, DTN. That's Dr. DTM. I am Mr. Energy. Everybody love me. I don't have one enemy. I'm trying to hope with these Jews are free. It's a win-win. You can't lose with me. I got my grind in my mind, right? And I ain't on the bus, and I don't do it for that limelight. If you know me, then you know that I'm more than a savage who loves living life and is allergic to average. So in conclusion, so there's no confusion, if you see somebody realer than me, it's an illusion. What's happening?
What's happening?
How was y'all week? Yeah. What's happening? How was y'all weekend?
It was good.
Okay.
Busy as usual.
That's always good. Was it busy or was it productive? You know that's a difference.
Mine was mostly kids and sports, so it was busy and productive, I guess. But
okay, because I see a lot of people.
Breezy.
it was yeah.
I know a lot of people who are like, man, I got a busy weekend, but you're really not doing nothing that's productive or taking you to your next level in life. So yeah, you gotta make sure y'all
I'm taking
make
my
time for
kids
the
to
two.
the next level right now.
That's
so
perfect.
Right
Period.
But that's the thing.
now.
Though. Your kid,
busy.
your kids going to the next level is actually you going to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you around somebody, you put whatever you pour into people. When you see them do great, that's you doing great too. A lot of people can't understand that. You know what I mean? That's why that's where hatred come from, because they don't understand. I poured into you. Now you doing better than me, and I hate you.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it come from. Not that you doing better than me, so I did my job phenomenally well. You know. So, I know we jumped right into it. We just jumped right into some tangibility right there. You know what I'm saying? So, I love it. This is the show. This is Relationship Reality, the show where we do give you tangible information on a week-to-week basis. You can come here and you can get to your next level with no problem. Guaranteed.
For sure.
All right? So, it's all on you, though. You just got to know what you want in life, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to jump into our first segment, which is Scattered Reality, guys. It's one of my favorite segments, because this is a segment where I get to see if y'all minds are on the same tip or if y'all are somewhere totally different. And the letter for this game today is W.
W?
W.
No, nothing start with a W, bro.
It depends. So now,
Here you go with this whack
for
shit.
those who don't know, I mean,
Oh,
you
that's
guys,
W whack shit.
there it is. And the last time it was H, and every answer that Kiki gave was horny.
Because that's how I be. That's what I do.
So for those who don't know, Scattered Reality is a game where I give them a word, and then they got to give me a matching word or phrase that starts with the letter that the game is starting with. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and the object is for them to try to get one that matches together. All right.
Look, with W.
Right. So that's who's going to make it even more.
Shit is whack.
Now, like we did before, you guys can veto a W and come up with your own letter.
No, first of all, we don't back down from no challenge.
All right. About to say you can veto it and come up with a different one.
Young man.
All right now. Call me young girl. All right, y'all ready? Y'all got y'all utensils together to put your
I already got my toilet ready. Look.
Okay. All right.
Stay ready. I gotta get ready.
All right, out.
That's my best friend. That's my best
All right. So as we said, the letter that you guys have to start your phrase or word off with is W.
Okay.
Who? W. All right. First word, sham. Give me something that starts with a W that connects with it with first word. What you thinking about? Talk to me. Talk to me.
Okay.
Let me know. Y'all ready? Number 2? Number 2, board game. Give me a board game that starts with a W or something that's connected with it. Board game. W.
A board game?
Board game. Yeah. All right. Next one. Give me something that you think of that starts with a W when you hear the word soccer.
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 What?
right.
This nigga so whack.
You gotta relax. The next one, vacation. You got a vacation spot that starts with a W? Or something you do on vacation that starts with a W? First thing you think of, W, vacation. Vacation.
This is foolishness.
I don't like this one.
Alright, next one, condom. Give me something that got something to do with condom, W. Clothing store would be the next one. Some people love to shop. You might be able to think of a clothing store that starts with a W.
W? I don't even shop. That ain't even fair.
It ain't gotta be shopping.
They ain't gotta be shopping. First thing you think of when you hear
You
it.
said clothing store.
Mm-hmm. Alright, the next one. Sex toy. Ooh, give me a sex toy that starts with a W.
I ain't getting me no sex toy. I'm gonna get a W word.
Oh, W. Okay. Alright. Alright.
This is the worst ever.
This one is horrible.
I feel like we about to make you
The
start.
next one.
We not gonna get none. It's a light.
You can see how
right
white
now.
this shit is when you gotta play it.
The next one, drugstore. Give me a drugstore. When you think of W, drugstore.
What's the W for drugstore? Oh yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's the only one I can think of.
I should have known that, huh?
All right. The next one, number 10, Ciroc.
Oh, we're gonna get that one. We better get that one. What was your favorite one in the summertime?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's only one.
We're gonna get that one. We better get that
I'm
one.
like, wait.
All right.
Why? Yeah, that is my favorite one.
Number 11, Wheaties.
Oh, we on number 10.
Wait, I ain't getting, what's number 9?
Number 9 was drugstore.
Oh, I'm through off.
Okay. So
I'm only on number 9.
number 1, sham. Number 2, board game. Number 3, soccer. Number 4, vacation.
Right.
Number 5, condom. Number 6, clothing store. Number
I
7,
got 7 twice.
okay. Number 7, sex toy. Number 8, fast food.
You ain't say
Can't say that
fast food.
one.
Number 8, you told us drugstore.
Yeah, you ain't say fast food.
So number 10 could be fast food. You want to do 10 fast food?
Okay, 10 will be fast food.
Fast food. Oh. We better get that one right too.
We better.
Okay.
So y'all got drugstore for number 9, right?
No, drugstore was 8. Ciroc was 9.
Okay, what was number 7 for y'all? Sex toy?
Sex toys.
And then number 8 was,
Drugstore.
and Ciroc was 9?
Yes. And then 10 was fast food. Fast food was 10.
Okay. So let me change that. Number 11, cereal.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
the,
know you had the same one. I'm like, mm-hmm.
yep. Oh. And the last one, number 12, I'm sorry, plant.
Plant?
Plant.
You better get this one too.
Duh, this shit is crazy. Talk about a nigga make some shit up. Ooh. I'ma need a refill.
Can she get it?
All right. So, as we were doing it, I wanted to engage in this.
So you played too.
Yeah, I'm gonna play too.
Why you fuck the numbers up?
Right, trying to play. You had one job, Tay. One job.
I don't think I messed those numbers up though. All right.
You for sure mess the numbers up.
So the first one, number 1, sham. Kiki.
I put willing and ready.
I'm sorry. I like it. I like it a lot.
I put
Katie.
wet kisses.
Wet kid. All right.
Like sloppy, like.
All right. All right.
That's how you like it.
It is. That's why I gave you 5 because you know what I put? Wet. All right. So board game.
I put Ouija board.
I was gonna put
That's
Ouija
how
board, but it
the
started with a
I'll do it.
yeah.
It's like OUJI.
Yeah, I was thinking Ouija at first. What?
I put wild card.
What's wild card?
All right.
Like Uno.
Oh, so it wasn't no game. Just okay.
I put who?
Who what? Like guess who?
Like guess who? Yeah.
See, I was thinking guess
The
who, but that
game
started with a G.
Yeah, but you just take the G out. And you just put who.
You took guess out. Like, what you mean?
Right.
All right.
All right. Next one, soccer.
I put waste of time.
Mmm.
I got my son play it.
I put wet socks.
Oh.
They
That's
be
true,
sweating though. Like
Now, not only sweat, they be in them puddles of fucking
Yeah,
water,
see?
fucking rain and shit.
because I remember when we went to our godson game when he came over. I was like, "Boy, your socks is soaking wet," and he was like, "I know. I'm gonna take them off when we get in the car." That's what made me think about wet socks. So
Yeah.
remember, the grass was wet.
yes.
Okay. I put wrong. I just didn't. I was wrong. All right. The next one, vacation. Kiki.
I put Washington.
Washington.
I
Okay.
put Waikiki.
Who?
Hey, in Hawaii, Waikiki.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Outside the box. All right. I put.
Ain't really much for W.
Yeah. I put Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Yeah. Oh, nice little joint over there. Not the street, but you know.
For sure, the street, because ain't no black people going to Wyoming.
Hey man, I'm on my Kanye right now. I'm trying to. All right. Next one, condom.
I put will not when married.
My disclaimer to my answer: I am married and been married for almost 15 years. Wax sex.
Hmm. All right. I put where. You know.
Where? Question mark.
Where? Question mark.
Like where?
Yeah.
Where's that?
All right. Next one, clothing store.
I put Willards.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
It's a women's clothing store.
I put wetsuits.
Okay.
Because I seen this thing on Instagram and they sell like scuba gear and it's called like wetsuits or something.
Oh, okay. Okay. I put waiting because that's what you do a lot. When you just kind of wait around a little bit. You know? All right. So
I will not ever play with you.
the next one, sex toy.
I put wash them mother suckers.
Period. I
Okay.
put wet cat.
Wait. Okay. All right. That's a sex toy. All right.
I might have made that up. I don't know, but it's like a pussy pocket. Like
All right.
I might just make that up.
I put whip. I was
oh,
whip.
go on.
All right. Next one, drugstore.
Walgreens.
Walgreens it is. Walgreens it is. All right.
Shit.
The next one, Ciroc. Watermelon.
I almost forgot.
She like, what you mean? I'm like,
That is the only, yeah.
All right.
your favorite one.
For sure.
So I don't know if y'all can tell, but I put that part down as we was riding down the street because I saw one on the corner. I was like, oh, nephew, Walgreens, drugstore. All right.
Okay.
Next one, fast food. Wendy's.
Period.
All right. Number 11, cereal.
Wheaties.
Wheaties. Yeah. Wheaties. And then the last one, number 12, plant.
Weed.
Who?
Weed.
I put Warren Truck.
Oh, up top. Even though that's nobody's. I put weed too. That was up top for me and Kiki right there. Hey!
Y'all been something crazy.
That's true.
Yeah.
We used to think other ways though, but okay.
I mean, even if you ain't talking about like the cannabis,
Yeah.
the weed that be growing in your
It's
grass
weed,
that make you want to keep.
Yeah.
So weed. All right.
That's funny. That was good.
So yeah, that was fun. So.
When we thought we couldn't get W's.
All right. So before we jump into anything else, we gotta say something about our sponsors, man. Shout out to Preeminent Fragrance, man. I definitely put my order in. You know,
I gotta put one in.
all you want to do is you got to go to the website www.preeminentbrands.net, and it's right in the bio. Just click that, and then when you go on there, you can get what he already got, or you can create your own. Just take the test, tell him what you like. He gonna put them smells together, them scents, and it's all natural. I'm telling you, it's amazing. You can name it what you want to name it. It's phenomenal. You don't want to miss out on it. So if you do it now, it's kind of close. But if you do it now, you probably can still get it by what's coming up, Valentine's Day. All right. Now I mean it's real close. Real close. So if you ain't got nothing by now, you might be on the chopping block. I don't know. But if you need help, holler at my mans and them over there, Preeminent, and they make sure you get what you need, even if it come a couple days after. You know what I'm saying? It's so phenomenal that you're still getting points off of that. They're gonna be like, oh my God, you got me it smells so good. You got me the orgasm that you couldn't give me last night. It smells so amazing.
Wow.
Bang, bang, shots fired. But I'm trying to help you out. Listen, don't play with it. When you do it and you get to your checkout point, there's a spot where it says, put the promo code. And the promo code is Reality20. And what that do is, they get you 20% off of your entire order. And I'm telling you, when I used this and I put my little promo code in, I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah. I feel good. I did something. I'm on it. So don't play around with it, man. Preeminentbrands.net. Did y'all hear me? I don't think I heard me. I said preeminentbrands.net. Make sure y'all go in there, use the promo code Reality20. Don't play with it. Get your extra 20% off. And let's go have fun. Let's smell good. Let's have the scent just all around. The fragrance just doing good. The Netflix and chill just lighting on the table. You know what I'm saying? Setting the whole mood in the room just so positive. You know? So let's go. All right. So I had a conversation with an individual the other day. Well, I wasn't even having a conversation. That was actually just in the midst of it. I really didn't say too much of anything. I was just listening. That's when you get your best knowledge. That's when you get your best information. So, the gentleman was like, he don't wear a condom. Right? And so I'm listening to him, but I didn't want to intervene too soon because I want to understand him. Like, he might have a real logical reason why. And he said, yeah, I don't wear condom. Wow. And he was like, I just feel like if I need to wear a condom, then we don't need to be having sex.
Wow.
I said, now it's my turn. I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
I need a little more detailed on what you mean by this because that don't hit right. He like, I only have sex with so many people. So
only so many people.
Only so many people. It ain't like I'm out here just
people probably having sex with
only so many people.
That's the thing. And so I'm like, you walk around here and you tell me you don't trust this person and that person, but in a sense to me, to have sex without a condom means I trust you. And I can't trust you if I don't know. Right. I can't trust you if I don't know you. And I tell everybody who has sex, if you're having sex with somebody, look at that person as your baby mama because that's what it could be. Yeah. So if you feel like I don't want to have no baby by this person, don't have sex with that person. That's what I say. So, but yeah, he like, nah, if I feel like y'all act like y'all just, I said, bro, we all married. So we ain't we don't need we don't need to do all that.
Right.
I'm like, are you making sure they on birth control? And he's like, yeah, they say it. They say it.
Oh Lord.
So now they word bond. All of a sudden. But when she said she wasn't sleeping with my man, you ain't believe that. I didn't want to touch it, I didn't want to hit a sore spot, but I was just trying to get through the door.
And I be telling them, because we got all sons, I tell them all the time, if you ain't gonna make her a wife, don't make her a mother. If you don't see yourself spending the rest of your life with that person, why would you shoot that club up?
Because for me, my dad started young, so he got multiple baby mothers. And I looked at the drama that brought. Like the
Because-
stress that it, not just on the mother, because I saw it from both ends. I saw my mom who was stressing out because the dad wasn't there. And I saw my dad who was stressing out because things wasn't going the way he thought it should go sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But it's because you don't have a full input, you ain't here.
And then drama don't necessarily mean baby mama against baby mama. It could mean child against child. It can mean baby mama against baby daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't agree on how we should raise our kids, especially if we're in separate households.
Yeah, because the
So
first
now
thing happening
we're
is,
not having a meeting of the minds because now we beefed out.
Right.
and then the first thing you hear is, you don't control what's going on in my house.
Exactly.
Like, we ain't talking about your house. We actually talking about the person that's in your house.
Exactly.
That child.
I don't care how you
So-
run your house. I'm talking about what you do with my child.
Right.
So now it's like that drama, and
And
it's
I-
like, you know.
And I feel like that phrase is what really do it too. When you hear people say "my child," when technically it should be "our child." Like, how can we make our child's life the best? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in every situation.
That's true.
But
always
when you
say my
start,
kid.
and I think when you put
I
that,
always think about kids.
Okay.
but okay, so let's talk about that a little
Let's
bit.
talk
What make
about
you
it.
say that? What make you? What make it feel
It's
so
nothing that I'm
flowing?
just like. It's just out of habit. Like I just say my kids. It's not like he don't take care of the kids just as much as I do, or he don't put as much effort into it as I do, because he does most times. But I don't know. I'm just used to saying.
But I'm sure on his side too, he probably say my kids. Do he say my kids?
I don't know.
I can see
Or
that.
like,
when
believe
you-
you like, well, why you
he
trying to
say-
control
he say
my
the kids.
The kids, okay.
He say-
I'm about to say, I can see you
But I
saying
say
that when
my
you're talking to
kids.
other people, like when,
Yeah.
like when you talking to
No, I said to him.
the coach. Okay.
Oh, my kids. You know,
But I feel like that's automatic though, cause I do it too. When I be passionate about something, I'm like,
Yeah.
because that's my son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though these are sons, right now I'm trying to make a point
Right.
about
Yeah.
my part of that kid. Like,
I do it too.
I'm gonna say you do it too.
When they do something wrong, I be like, your son.
No, I don't. I mean, no, you do that.
I'm like, no, your son just did it. Let me tell you what
My
your
son
son did.
I do the same
I do
thing.
that too.
I be coming to say, let me tell you about your kids. He was
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah, you already know that's not good if it starts like
Mm-hmm.
So if they mine, I mean, they done fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
for sure.
Yeah, the good part.
But I just feel like when it comes to being something passionate, even when you talk about your parents or your siblings, you be like,
Yeah.
my daddy, my sister,
Yeah.
my brother. You
That's
know
why
what
I'm
I'm
like,
saying?
it's not nothing out of malice. It's just basically I'm just used to saying
This
it.
is something
So
I'm passionate
Yeah.
about right now.
Yeah.
So does that mean when you use those phrases, does that mean that it's because you take ownership over not the person, because it really sounds like slavery when you take ownership over a person, but you take so much pride into what happened with this person that you say mine. Because I hear Katie say my husband, not like I'm anybody
Well, nigga,
else's
you
husband,
ain't our husband,
but
is
not. I'm saying not like I'm anybody
Oh.
else's husband, but you know, she put the emphasis on it, like that's my husband, and I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry.
Because that's
somebody's
it's
husband.
probably like a
Yeah,
passionate
it's
conversation.
passionate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like it be, you know, I could be talking to you and I'd be like my dad. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's something that what I'm feeling at that point, at that moment. Even when I talk to my sister, I'm like, cause my daddy did this, and this. When he our daddy, yeah,
Right.
I know that. But
Right.
at this point, what I'm talking about, he my
My
daddy.
daddy. Yeah.
'Cause every time I say it,
I
it's
don't
your
do that
daddy.
with siblings though. If it's my sibling, I'd be like daddy.
What? I do. I even with my other dad, when I'm talking to my sisters and them, I'm like, let me tell you what your daddy. Or it could be good or bad. I'm gonna still say your daddy.
I do too.
But like if it's a normal conversation,
Or I
then
just
I'd be
say
like,
daddy, like, I
yeah.
don't
If
say-
it's a normal conversation, I'd be like, oh, daddy did this,
Right.
this, and this. But once you get hyped up, you like, this is my, you know, my
Right.
daddy did this. It could be anger, it could be happiness, it could be frustration, but all those emotions put a ownership on my feelings. So that put an ownership on what I'm talking about.
Right, that's what it is.
My mama, my daddy, my kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel some type of way about what's going on.
So I knew the word was ownership that I wanted to use. I just couldn't figure out
Where to put it.
how to put it
Yeah.
into a sentence to where it didn't sound so. Because it's still possessive, but it don't sound so
Like demeaning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because you know what? Now I don't know if I ever said this to anybody, but when I was younger coming up, I didn't feel comfortable calling my daddy dad.
Yeah, you told me. I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Like it was just
of course you told me that.
right. But I can't even really put a reason on why. I don't know if it's because they were in separate homes, and it was a beef period where my mom and dad didn't really rock like that for a minute. So it was a period where I didn't see him as much as I felt like I should have.
Yeah.
So, I would just talk. And they'd be like, like right now, Kiki doing something. And if I say something and I feel like she didn't hear me, I'm going to lean forward and kind of say it again so the chick can acknowledge that she heard me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can listen and do.
No, I know that. But I'm saying, but that's how I would do it when I was talking to my dad back in the day. Where
instead of saying dad to get
instead of acknowledging,
speak louder
so he can look up.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't even know what the reason for it, honestly. I just know maybe it was that little small absence period that I might have had, or I had a lot going on coming up as a kid, all that.
Yeah.
So that's deep. That's deep.
Period.
All right. So
tangible.
That like we left you guys last week talking about it. I said we was gonna bring it up this week. We got to say something. We got to discuss it. Yeah, it's kind of old, but we got to discuss it because we got opinions too. So let's give our opinion on this. What do y'all think about this? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it pointless to even talk about it or what? But there was an artist that makes music that can sometimes be looked at as kind of provocative. It can be looked at as kind of, they all. Yeah, like everything, right? So, but the part that made news was that she had a baby, and when her music came on, she politely removed her baby from the room because she didn't want her baby to hear her own music. So, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that was good parenting? Do you think that it showed that she's making music for a specific type and she just didn't want her kid to hear it, and that was good parenting on her to take her baby out? Like, no, my baby ain't hearing this. Or do you think, some people say if your baby can't hear it, then you shouldn't do it?
I mean, her baby was small, so of course you making music for grown adults. You don't
and
want
that's
your
the thing,
small child to hear the music that you making for older people.
Because what they said was,
so the person that we're talking about is Cardi B.
Yeah.
So for those who didn't know,
what the people said was, so it's okay for my kid to listen to your music, but not okay for your kids to listen to your music.
If you got a 3-year-old listening to that music, it's a problem.
And that's what she said. She said, I don't tell you how to parent. Don't tell me how to parent. Because I feel like my kids can't listen to this podcast.
Right.
That don't mean I'm going to stop recording it.
Right.
When we record, we don't let the boys sit right here while we're recording it. Because this grown-up content, they don't have no business listening to it. So, if you want your 7-year-old to listen to this podcast, that's on you. Even when I tell people to listen to the podcast that have kids, the first thing I say is, don't listen to this around your kids. Now, if they choose to listen to it around their kids and then say some shit they don't want their kids to hear, that's your fault. Because I gave the disclaimer off top.
Right.
Even in the bio, it say 18 and up.
What you should do is you should listen to it, take out them tangible parts, and then regurgitate it to your kids so they can get the message out of it too. Because there's a lot of that.
I don't think this is a podcast for children.
Right.
Even though we have children, that don't mean we're not supposed to record it.
Right.
So I don't think there's nothing wrong with saying her kid can't listen to her music.
That was good parenting.
For sure.
I mean, that's how I looked at it. I looked when I picked the story up, I was like, oh,
yeah,
I like that. Good parenting. Because somebody tried to put it in the same category as when you rap and you say the N-word a lot. But Caucasians or other races are going to recite your lyrics. So do you want them to bleep it out? Even though you didn't bleep it out, they rapping what you said.
Yeah.
So now is that a problem because they rapping your music and you said the N-word, so they said the N-word, and you don't think they should say the N-word? Like, where's the problem? You know what I'm saying? So they tried to put those two together, and I feel like they are in no way, shape, or form on the same.
Right. Not the same.
Like,
two completely different ages.
That's just like when we was coming up, kids couldn't sit at the table when grown-ups was talking.
Sure couldn't.
Our kids can't sit at the table when we talking.
Right.
It's the same thing with the music. Like, no, our kids cannot listen to what we listen to.
Right.
Because guess what? This grown-up shit, and you're not a grown-up, so take your goofy ass upstairs. Or in the basement, or in the backyard, or down the street, or wherever. You're not finna sit at this table.
Go play. Go fly a kite.
You know my famous line, how many kids in this room?
Right.
Get the fuck out.
You already know.
And it's always funny when you always got that one smart kid that's going to count how many kids.
Oh, yeah.
One.
Sure.
Yeah, get out. 5 punch in the face.
For sure. They'll test you for sure.
Alright.
Because that's why kids be too grown too fast, because you expose them to too much too fast.
I definitely agree with that.
Set your ass down somewhere.
I agree.
Yeah, I definitely agree with
No
that.
3-year-old need to be talking about no wet ass pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why does she need to sing that?
I couldn't agree. I could not believe they did that to Cardi B. I was like, okay, now she be doing some dumb shit, but I felt like she a good parent. Like,
I mean,
she doing some shit right.
Yeah.
Like,
I
don't
even
come
look
down on
at-
her when she doing some shit right.
I even look at the story of when we were talking recently about Too Short. Too Short music is very out there, but he won't. His mom didn't know all that. Like
Yeah, she never listened
he wasn't.
to her.
Yeah, he wasn't on that. Like
Right.
his mom came to his show and he was like, "Alright, I'm straight."
He
Like,
said,
you know what I'm saying? That's
Hey,
respect to me.
either I'm not gonna perform or we only performing edited music.
Oh wow.
He said I ain't never cussed in front of my mama. I ain't never let her hear my music. And I get y'all was because she was sick,
Okay.
so they surprised him.
Oh,
We brought your
bringing her.
mom to the concert.
That was too much.
He said he looked out there and he saw his mom in the front row. He told his manager, like, check this out. These your options. Either you take her out of here, or I'm only performing edited music.
Wow.
All edited music.
Wow.
Don't even play the cussing in the background.
Wow.
So either you're going to disappoint the fans, or you're going to get my mom out of here. Because I will not. I'm not doing it.
I
So
mean,
they did end up. He did like a couple songs that wasn't as bad, and then they ended up taking her to the
out.
hotel
Okay.
because no, I'm not. He said I'm not. Well, these dancers not coming on stage because they
Right.
really got no clothes on.
I'm
no,
telling
I'm
you,
not going to disrespect
I
my
feel
mom.
but you know what? I was the
I feel
same
that.
way. Like when I was doing music, I had cuss words in there. I did my thing, but I never cussed in front of my parents.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying?
like your early set, you did like the hustle,
Yeah.
like stuff like that, and then you know by 10 o'clock they gonna be gone anyway, and then that's when you got into your other music.
Right. So like, I mean, to this day, I never sat and just had like a comfort. I don't care if we was
still don't
like
either.
chilling.
Yeah.
And I don't let people
do
cuss
it.
in front of my parents. Like,
Yeah.
like we could be at my mom's house and like my brother and sister would be cussing up a storm, and I'd be like, "Hey, I understand what you do, but don't disrespect." Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like
Yeah.
They don't like it, so don't do it. You in their house, you gotta respect them. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
they
I
be mad,
developed-
but I'm like, that's crazy that you just in here just
You just
it's
fuck
flashing up a
loosey.
storm.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And I developed
disrespectful.
a characteristic self about myself to where even if like my dad hurt KD's dad, he'll say a cuss word and then he'll look at me and say, "Oh, sorry, excuse me, son." Like to the point where he like, "I've never really heard you say it, so I
Right.
think you got something against it, so I'm not. I don't
Yeah.
want to. You don't feel comfortable
Yeah.
saying it around me now. You know what I'm saying? So
I remember one day we was at your dad's house, and he was watching Kevin Hart. He was watching the Kevin Hart stand up, and you know that's so many cuss words and
I'm
so
like,
many like.
whoa.
But it was him and his wife there. They was on the couch watching it, so we kind of walked in. But it was so uncomfortable because it's so funny. But it's like, am I even supposed to know why that's funny? Like, I'm grown as hell with kids. Of course, I'm posting.
Right.
But it's like, that's his dad. So it's like trying to, like, not laugh. And he was like, why you look so uncomfortable? And I'm just like, I'm like, you know, this kind of like raw material to be watching in front of you. And he was like, y'all don't gotta treat me like an alien.
Aw.
And I'm like, you're not an alien, but you like the dad. So I feel like we shouldn't, like, if he would have came into my house while I was watching it, I would have turned it off. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, y'all grown, y'all got grown kids. And I'm like, yeah, but that don't negate the fact that we're supposed to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? So
like I really felt just the other day, Katie was going in. She was in the kitchen. I heard, you know, for those who don't know, her dad stayed with us, but she was going in, and he just so happened to be walking up, and I felt like we was kids again because I'm like, ooh,
You in trouble?
I'm like, ooh, it took I had to really stay like, oh, we grown. She ain't really in trouble, but I just felt like
because my mama fake me.
I don't remember what the situation was.
It
was
was.
that same day. Yeah, it was that day.
I was like, shut the fuck up, girl. That knee is not real.
I'm like, he's standing right there. I was like, ooh, and I'm pointing like,
I said, oh, daddy, I'm sorry I didn't see you standing there. He was like, girl, you grown. What you talk about? What she said? I said, yeah, her drunk ass. Sometimes I don't be as respectful.
yeah. So I mean, that was funny though to me. All right.
That'd be funny though, because if my kids cuss in front of me, I'd be beating their butt.
Right.
I don't really cuss in front of my daddy.
It's
but
funny.
my mama
I never
is like
heard
a
my
free
dad
for all.
cuss to this day. Not one time. Like ever.
Really?
Like,
You know what's
never.
funny? When we was
Like,
little,
never.
my dad used to cuss like
Never.
a sailor. And then as he got older, he never cussed. But after he got sick back in May, now he cuss again. Like he reverted back.
He's like, I have so much stuff pent up in me. I just wanted to get out,
When
dog.
we was
funny.
little coming up, I swear my daddy, every other word out his mouth used to be a cussing word.
Dang, that's how my mom
He used to be
was.
playing chess,
Yeah.
motherfucker, like so
Yeah.
infuriated. Like if he lost or whatever, even like when we went downtown, he used to play chess with the people, cussing up a storm with the cigarette hanging out his mouth like a mechanic
Oh no.
with his damn martell in his cup. And then as he got older, he stopped smoking, he stopped cussing, he stopped drinking. And then after he got sick, he still don't smoke or drink, but he will cuss. Motherfucker this and I'll be like, Daddy!
Oh, I can't even hear him cuss.
And it'd be so funny because when he do it, if I'm not there and I walk in on it, he'll try to censor himself. But now he ain't already got riled up.
Yeah.
So now it's hard for him to censor himself.
He's like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Sorry, son. Sorry.
Baby girl.
I'm like,
He be
oh.
going though.
Oh,
But it's so funny because even like how you and even Isha was like, I never heard him
I
cuss
never
before.
heard him cuss.
Bro, go left. Okay? Quick. He'll call you a sorry motherfucker in a minute.
Yeah, in a minute. Why you keep doing that?
But then, I don't know. He stopped, but then, like I said, after he got sick, then
Started back.
like he reverted back to his
Yeah.
cussing days.
That's funny. I never heard that.
Going, though. I be like, oh, okay, then. Motherfucking kids. I be like, ooh.
My dad, he act like he's so perfect now. He be just down talking to everybody. Now that he don't smoke and stuff no more. He literally just stopped smoking out the blue. Never cut.
Hey,
Never do.
I love
Like,
that.
He's so perfect now. I'm
He
like,
reborn.
I love that because
it's
that
funny though.
it is because like it's like once I stop doing something, I look at everybody else like I can't believe you can't.
Yeah, because he did that to my mom. They both were like gambling and smoking and just chilling. Like, and now like she still smokes cigarettes and stuff. And he's like, yeah, she be smoking them cigarettes and she be doing that. I be like, you did the same thing. You just stopped when you turned 30. Or
2 days ago, man.
Like, you just stopped.
Now you like you never did it. I can't believe she's
Right.
smoking them
He
sick
said he
weed.
never smoked weed and never. I'm like, I can't believe it.
You like that? You was at the plant. You
There's
did
a whole
something.
70s, 80s.
You smoked some.
Yeah,
you
never
smoked some weed
smoked
and drank
nothing.
some cognac. A little
I'm
bit.
like,
A little bit.
we can't barely get him to drink a beer. I'm like, yeah, he like perfect.
That's how my dad is now.
He's so perfect.
I'm like, Dad, you want me to make you drink? You be like, oh no.
I still look. He told me I still got a bottle from 2001
What?
that I had.
Martell.
I had 2
What?
sips out of it, and
And
I
still
set it
a
on the
whole
side,
bottle.
and it's still there. I said, Papa, man, that would probably kill you if you
Man,
drink
I was
that.
like, he said,
Hey,
he
like-
said when he retired, his because Martell was his drink. His buddies went to the liquor store, got a big bottle of Martell. They all had a shot out of it and maybe one drink out of it. He sealed it up and never opened it again.
Wow.
So it's still at his house.
That's
on
upstairs.
the on the table with a cup next to it and
What?
a cigar, like
Yeah.
he ready to get started again.
That's what's gonna be forever.
Right.
I'm going over there.
Right.
Nobody.
I'm gonna go back over there.
Wow.
I just don't know when. Maybe
Right.
Halloween time. I don't know.
Halloween.
Yeah, I don't know. So let me ask. Let me just ask you guys a real quick question, man. When should you tell someone that you are now in a relationship?
What you mean?
Okay, so let's say Kiki and I, we're kicking it regular on a daily basis, not in a relationship, but kicking it regular. But Kiki also doing her thing, and she finds somebody else that she's ready to get in a relationship with. When do you tell me, yo, I'm in a relationship now, I gotta can't, or when, you know what I'm saying? Like, when do you?
Oh.
How does that
work? When you feel like it went, like when it got serious. Like when you telling somebody you love somebody, then you should be cutting off all relationships with anybody else.
Yeah.
Like if y'all got to a point where y'all hanging out every day, y'all love each other, y'all meet each other families, like y'all around families, holidays, all of that. Yeah, y'all in the whole relationship, even though y'all probably never said it. Y'all in the whole relationship, you might want to cut all them other people off.
Yeah.
Period. And
I
tell
agree.
them, hey, I'm serious with somebody.
Once it gets serious, you need to cut everybody
Yeah.
else off.
Yeah.
And I think Kiki just said a mouthful without even knowing it. When she said,
Yeah. You don't even
you
know.
never really know it.
Because you never know.
You
Like,
just
sit
kinda-
down and say, like,
We be
okay,
my girlfriend.
right, you know what I'm
And
saying?
I
It's
think
not
that's-
like high school shit, so you never know when you're, like, really committed to somebody. It's just you start hanging out
The-
more.
the
you meet
commitment kinda just
family.
happen.
It just happened. So
Yeah.
at that point, you know, y'all
Especially
in a
after
serious
intimacy,
relationship.
like we ain't using condoms having sex.
Yeah.
We always around each other. We, like she said, we meeting each other family. You with me on Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, birthdays. You know what I'm saying?
So we in a relationship like that, right? Where we haven't really said we in a relationship.
Yep.
But everything we doing looks like relationship. And you know, you had your other, side pieces that, not really side pieces because it wasn't really
You
no
just
main
dating
course.
everybody.
Yeah.
Right, you had your other
dating
people you were
everybody.
dating, right?
Yeah.
And you get to the point where one person might get there sooner, right? So does that cause a problem when it comes to like the snooping? Like if you like, I think something going on, so now I'm gonna check his phone. I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna check her phone, or I'm gonna do because men doing it too now. I'm gonna check her phone.
They been doing it.
I think before it was so.
said, I ain't new.
You know what?
New.
I don't think back in the day we were doing it because I don't think we were smart enough to even figure out y'all passwords and stuff.
That shit been going on for at least I was 19, 20. Yeah, it's been going on for a minute.
You had passwords?
Back then, you ain't had no password.
Oh, okay. I can't. Maybe that's what I'm trying to figure out because I'm
But
like,
you
we
still was
ain't.
snooping, like you still be
Yeah,
going
you
through
still
people's
going through people's
phone.
stuff.
Cause I'm about to say, I
telling me
know
what's
we
in
ain't
my
for sure.
messages.
You going through my phone,
So you
going through my card,
phone.
like
Yeah.
So when is
That shit ain't new.
is that ever okay to snoop?
No.
it's not okay.
No.
Okay, so now
I mean,
If you-
I would say, like, that's just the young shit. Like, if you 19, 20, of course, I went through phones and did shit at that age. But at some point, if y'all done been together 10, 15 years and you still doing the same shit, like, you probably shouldn't be with that person. Like, I'm
Because-
not snooping that long.
I feel the same way. Like
You need to have
because
conversation,
The
like-
trust is not there.
Yeah.
because
Because I was a snooper, but I was a snooper because I had to be.
Yeah.
Because I saw the change in
Oh, yeah.
in attitude. I
Behavior.
saw the change
Yeah.
in behavior. I saw
Yeah.
the change in whatever.
Of
But every
course.
time you know how they say like, oh, if you go looking, you'll find
find
something.
it, for
I can't
sure.
find shit that ain't there.
Yeah.
Because if you look through my shit, you're not gonna find anything.
Exactly.
no, that's not true.
Yeah.
Bro, every time I looked, I found something.
But I'm saying what you just said, you can't find nothing if it's not there. That's not true because it's been time when I didn't found stuff that wasn't even there,
That's
but
what
because
I'm
I was
saying.
looking for it,
That's the thing.
I found you.
Well,
I
that's
can't
it,
even
though.
remember. I was telling you about that. I said,
That's
why you comment on
Now,
that
that's
stuff
it.
like?
Because it'd be like you
But that's
thinking
something you
something.
misconstrued though.
Yeah.
Right, because my mind is looking for it.
looking for
So
it.
I found
That's
something
not
that
the
even
same
wasn't
as
even
finding-
there.
That's not the same as finding a whole text thread or a whole email thread if you've been messing
No, we
around with
just saying
somebody.
that-
No.
None
I'm
of
saying
it.
I ain't saying. I'm not saying that what you're
But
saying
I
is
still remember when you checked me about that, and I was like, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
right.
And he was like, yes, you do. Look, and I was like, that's not even me.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So if
That
you,
ain't, it was like another girl named Keisha that commented under something under his sister's status, and he was like, this right here, and I was like,
but what I'm
that's
saying is,
me.
if your mind telling you that something is for real,
Yeah.
it's nothing nobody else can tell you at that precise moment.
true.
It take a
Right.
minute for you to step back
It's
and
a
look
whole-
like,
yeah.
oh, that was retarded. Like, you
Cause
know what I'm saying? Like,
plenty of times, like, what are you talking of? Looking at who? Look, what?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
That's true, but
like,
I-
you come up with so much in your head that you believe the shit is true.
right.
That's true.
Because
But-
you fucking up or doing
But
some
what
shit.
I'm
Yeah.
saying is, like,
That's me.
sometimes when you look, you do find stuff.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, for
really
sure.
there. Like,
No, I'm not saying that if it's there
Sure.
and you look, you don't find it. I'm not saying that. You said, I can't find it if it's not there. That's not, and that's the part that I'm
That was-
arguing
Well,
about. That part is
what I
not
was
true.
talking about, when I was saying I can't find what's not there is when you checking emails and you see whole text threads.
Yeah, no,
You know,
I understand
if
that.
it wasn't there, how could I find it?
I understand that, but no, I
What
wasn't
I'm
disputing
saying is
that
if
part.
it wasn't cheating, the evidence wouldn't be there of your cheating.
Agreed.
Now I'm not saying you can't make shit up in your head.
That's what I'm getting at.
But for that shit, you don't even got to snoop for. Because what you found, that was just something you saw on Facebook.
I mean, but that's how, now y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how sometimes y'all stumble across a little thing and you be like, oh.
Now
and then you
you
more
looking
inclined.
for
So
the shit.
that's
True.
so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can definitely find what's not there, and it take a minute for you to get back
I mean,
into your
I'm
right
saying,
mind.
like, if you already looking at something with one thing on your mind,
Exactly.
whatever you find is gonna
That's
be
that thing.
way.
Whatever
Yeah.
little thing
Yeah,
you find,
yeah.
you're gonna be like, I knew it.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
what?
Yeah, that's true.
So,
that's
yeah.
true. That's true.
And-
what I'm saying is like when you find like pictures and little
Emails
words
and-
like,
yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah.
nigga, you cheating."
Yeah.
No, I'm not. This your dick in her mouth.
Yeah.
You cheating.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, no, you can't.
No, not oh, you saw that. Oh, you did that?
Right. No, you can't recover that up because you got the whole.
Now it's 2021. Well, did you at least like my status? No. Okay.
But I do think you should grow past a point where if you gotta do that, like, cause I remember a time when I told him about this. Like, I remember a time I was waking up out my sleep to check his stuff. Like, I couldn't even sleep at night. I couldn't sleep. I was so fixated on knowing what was happening. You know what I'm saying? And it took a time where I had to step back. Like, bro, if this don't get better, I gotta go because I'm not myself. I can't even take care of my kids because I'm so focused on finding out what you're doing. Already knowing what you're doing, but finding out what you're doing today.
Right.
Like, let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all for me, from a reform addict. I used to see these jokes that the comedians would do or whatever about like if a man leave his phone, how he gonna break his neck to try to get back and get it, or if he do this, how he gonna break it. He could be already at work, he gonna break his neck to go back to the crib. I'm playing sick, I gotta get my phone. Well, that, like, you know, so I remember days like that, and then I remember I look at myself now where I was just thinking to myself yesterday, like, man, it feels so good to have grown to the point where
you don't even care. You don't worry.
Yeah, because you know you ain't doing nothing now. So I leave my phone.
Right.
She'll be like, baby, somebody, your phone going off. I'm like, hey, who is it?
Check it.
Who is it? Is it important? No? Oh, all right. Well, cool. Well, we're going to let him go.
That's good.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, I've grown so much. And a lot of time in life, for a lot of people, you don't even realize you've grown. And a lot of times I think it's hard for you to realize you've grown because you sometimes try to either hang with the same people who were doing what you did, and you don't realize, like, this is uncomfortable. I don't even need to be here for real. I need to go find something else. Like, these my day ones, though. We grew up together. We did X, Y, and Z, and blah,
that's
blah.
almost like hanging with somebody who, you know, you've been smoking crack with. You got to get out of that group sometimes. Sometimes you just don't fit well in that group. Is going to make you want to go down the same path. Not that they make you cheat, but it's just like you don't even want to be in that situation anymore.
Right. To me, I feel like you want that to be uncomfortable. And if you try to force yourself back into an environment that you outgrown and it becomes comfortable again, now you stunting your own growth.
Right.
You know. So that's the thing for me. So when I actually was just revisiting that thought process yesterday, when me and KD were just kind of chilling watching TV, and I'm like, man, I've outgrown, because I went and took a shower. And, you know, most people take their phone with them in the shower because they want music or whatever. Yeah. So sometimes when I go, I do number 2 first, then I hop in the shower. And when you do number 2, you want to play the game and all that other stuff. You know, tangible. I want to give y'all tangible. I don't want to leave that now.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
You know.
That's true.
But I'm like, I'm so conscious now that I try to think about how I used to be, and I try to do every single thing the opposite. Even though,
I don't
like,
need that fucking phone. Put that shit back.
I'm talking about
Put
my phone. My phone could be on my lap.
Is the business phone? I don't care, but you don't even answer that phone. You don't care about that phone.
My phone could be on my lap.
About it, but
my phone could be on my lap in the car, face up, and the sun could be beaming me in the face, and I would want to flip it down to stop the sun.
Flip it down ever.
I'm gonna put it on her side. Put that over there for me. Hold that for me, because the sun.
But I'm better too, because like last time we left the phone, that bitch was lighting. It kept lighting up like bing bing, and I was just like, I just kept playing my phone. Then we came upstairs. I was like, your phone over here blowing up like the Trade Center or some shit. Come look at it. He like, it was ringing. I was like, I think it's just notification. He's like, nah, and kept doing what he was doing, because there was a time. As soon as that bitch lit up, I'd have been over there like, what is this? Oh.
And not only that, like for her to have the passcode and me not be like, oh, I gotta change my code, or I gotta do, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be stuff like, she was asking for the passcode for one of my emails or something.
It was for the baby, his tablet. You gotta have a passcode. So I'm like, it ain't working. I was like, what, you change the passcode on your email or something? He like, oh yeah. And he put it in, and I just kept walking. He like, oh, he told me what it was, and I was like, oh, you ain't have to tell him. You could have just been the downloader of the.
No. For one, I don't want that job, and for two,
don't want that
I
job.
don't want
For two, like, I want to, you know how you get them emails like somebody tried to hack into your
Yeah.
joint. So I got the email and I changed it, not knowing that it was connected to his Johns. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh. So when it wasn't working, and she like, did you change? I'm like, oh yeah, here, right here, boom. But like to be completely open and just completely
Because there was a time when that would have
transparent with
sent me
it.
over the edge. Like, what the fuck you mean you changed the password and you didn't tell me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
no, we would have. It
On
would
some
have
slick shit.
been fight time.
Right.
And I'm about to go upstairs and check every fucking thing.
That's funny because I used to keep my phone open, the iPad open, everything open. But then when certain situations, you make up shit in your head that you done seen some shit that wasn't really there.
Yeah.
I'm like, now I'm just gonna put passcodes on my shit because I don't want you to be thinking. I don't even want you to go in my shit to be thinking it's some shit that out there. Like,
Nah, I know.
I mean, it's a shame you gotta do that because I'm like, everything you came at me with was bullshit.
wrong,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like something you made up because I like somebody's picture or because I made a comment on some shit, which ain't had nothing. I knew you was fucking him. Like, what?
But you,
Like,
I'm
I told
a,
what do that got?
was pretty.
What
That's
do
what
that got to do with anything? Like,
so I'm gonna tell y'all from this point too.
it's just
When
weird.
you out here,
You
now I'm
want to be
not.
open and honest, but you can't because motherfuckers taking it the
They
wrong
be too
way.
insecure.
Yeah.
What?
Or now I'm not saying this is what they were on, but I'm gonna say, for some people who was kind of in my shoes, when you are doing dirt and you don't even realize you're doing dirt when you're doing dirt, honestly, until afterward.
Right.
But when you're doing dirt and you get caught out on it, and you be like, I messed up, cool, and then you fix it, and then you end up falling because you ain't really changed nothing. You just kept doing what you were doing. But when you're doing dirt, you feel like I keep messing up.
So somebody
Ain't no way in the world she ain't messing up. She can't be this perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Which I mean,
So-
I wasn't perfect. I mean, I did my dirt, but I'm saying
And-
like it was, conversations that probably needed to be had. But don't come at me the wrong way and like you did that. The dirt that I was doing, you didn't even fucking. It was completely nothing that you was saying. So the fuck, like,
and that's
don't
what I'm
come at
saying.
me
So
with
like,
dumb shit, like.
so no, it'd be like I know it's impossible for her to be this
Yeah.
freaking perfect. So it's got to be something, right? So you start to try to figure out what
Yeah.
that something is because it's been plenty of times I was like, ain't no way she this perfect.
Yeah.
If I keep messing up like this, I don't care what you say. Ain't no way she
doing
got to be.
something.
I'm looking for tracks on her arm, like she got to be like shooting up or
Dopamine
something.
or something.
Something, man. There's no way she's this perfect. I'm like, she's sitting here. She might do number 2, and I don't smell nothing for real. There's no way she this perfect. Everybody else poop stink. Why her poop don't stink? Like something ain't right, man. So you figure out a way to prove yourself right on something being wrong with her. So
That's when he checked me about commenting on something that wasn't even me.
I mean, we weren't even in that space, but I swear my mind went straight there. Like,
But
this.
there's a lot of
That's what I'm
times.
saying.
There's a lot of
That's
times we
crazy.
not in that space that he get in that space because he like, I'm just waiting on you to get me back. Like,
Right, you waiting on her to come back.
But this my thing though. I'm not adding I ain't adding nobody count to me because you retarded.
Right.
But that's because, and I'm gonna tell y'all,
precious.
I'm gonna tell y'all where that come from, and I had to
wouldn't
change my mindset too. That come from people when you grow up, and y'all can attest to this. They teach you about this K word,
Karma.
and they be like, "Oh, karma is real. When they come back, it's gonna bite you in the." And so now that I'm in this space, my mindset is like karma is not real. All right, this is why I'm gonna say karma is not real because I feel like when you think karma is real, you looking for it to come back.
Looking for it.
And I always say where focus goes, energy flows. Where you're looking for something to happen, it's gonna happen.
Right.
That's why people who are successful say if you just think that you are successful and you work in your gift, then you will get to where you're trying to get to. But if you keep thinking, I ain't supposed to be doing this anyway, I can't do this,
Yeah.
I don't have the right education, I don't have this. I just performed a wedding for an Indian couple who don't really even believe in the same beliefs that we believe in.
But they love
But
each
they
other
loved
so
it
much.
so, and I was like, to me, I'm like, this is next level. When you
That's
are
like,
in
Pastor,
your
I love
gift,
you. I'm like, did y'all just make him a pastor? Like,
I'm like, when you are in your gift and you love what you do, there's no stopping you. You can do whatever you want to do, and that's when that. I think when our parents was coming up, they said, you can be whatever you want to be, but they didn't really explain what that meant. Get in your gift and you can do whatever you want to do. like people who can't sing and they say, "Baby, you could do it. Just keep trying.
Take you some lessons.
Just keep taking lessons." Like,
you
no,
gotta
yeah.
find what you was meant to do.
You gotta find that.
Yeah.
And for me, I
Yeah.
just felt like I was meant to be a good wife and a good mother and a good executive assistant because I be killing that shit.
Phenomenal.
No, I'm just saying. and now, you know, stepping into my new role as an author. You know what I'm saying?
And that's when
I just feel like that's what I was meant to do. So when you be bugging about what you think I should do, that's your cross to bear. That ain't my. Don't put them bodies on me.
Right, and that's the thing.
I just
So
feel like sex is such an intimate thing. I'm not just about to be out here
Yeah.
fucking everybody.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
First of all, I didn't even the thought of sucking dick was degrading before I even met you.
You never lied.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So how could you think that I would take that and give it to somebody else? I can't
but the
give
thing
what's
is,
yours to somebody else. Like that'd make me crazy. Unless we're not together no more and I have to move on, that's different.
Right.
But I'm saying while we still together, how dare I?
because when you think about karma, you think about how you think. If you're thinking bad karma or good karma, whatever, but when you think about karma, you think how I did so much bad. How is this bad coming back? And if it's coming back in a relationship form, to me, in this day and age, I would say the karma would be you leaving.
They say the karma gonna be the bitch you end up with. If you don't do right by your by the good woman you have, the karma's gonna be the bitch you end up with.
And that's my thing would be.
But that's after I leave though. That ain't while I'm still here.
No. So I think for some people try to prepare for the karma that's coming. That's the point I'm making. Like you live your life preparing for something bad to happen to you because you did so much bad in the past. The bad stuff I did in the past, I gave it to God. So he can shuffle that around and disperse that among the people who I feel like might deserve it now. I feel like I also done so much good in the world that he could be like, you know what, it's offsetting. You know what, it's cool.
Yeah.
That debt is paid.
He like, you straight.
Like, yeah, you good with me. And that's why, like, when we was at the wedding, I was like, man, we are doing a wedding for an Indian
But
couple.
you know
who
what's
was
so
like,
crazy? Just a little off subject, but doing the wedding for an Indian couple, they was late because brides are always late. They was so. I'm sorry. Do you want water? Do you want food? Do you want something? I'm like, no, I'm good. You know, we used to brides being late, whatever. Where flip the coin when you do weddings for other people, it's like, yeah, she late. Y'all just gotta wait on her to come down the aisle.
Right.
Like, we gonna wait anyway.
Anyway.
We only book one wedding a day because you can't plan a wedding.
Right.
And you can plan a wedding, but I have literally, I've been to one wedding that started on time and they ain't together no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't start on time ever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you perform stuff for different cultures, they so apologetic about their timeliness.
I mean, and they was like, you know, I think they felt like, do you want more money? You want this?
Yeah, they kept trying to give us more money.
I do this because I
What you
love
want?
this.
You want more money?
Like,
I'm
I love
no,
seeing.
you guys and stuff is paid in full.
Yeah, I'm like, I love seeing people come together who
Right.
were supposed to be put together. I love putting a wedding together for a couple who don't believe in the same God that we believe in, and I can still take the words out the Bible and say, boom, you know, you still got to honor your husband. You still got to, you know, lead the household. You got to do
They
it
was
like,
smiling so big, though.
man, I'm like, this is phenomenal.
That was one of the. First of all, every wedding that DTM performed, I cry because I don't know why. It's just like seeing him in that light is so emotional for me because it's like I know where you came from. So to see you here is like, damn, that's really my husband. Like he really graduated into something phenomenal. Like he really poured into somebody's husband to be something great. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell the husbands and wives like, y'all can call us. You know, y'all can email us. Like we'll always respond. But it's just like to see him in that light to really believe that a husband is a wife's gift, as a wife is a husband's gift. You know what I'm saying? Like some people don't believe that. It'd be really funny when you talk about the faithful part.
Yeah, because and that's what
Some people look at him like forever, but then some people look at him like, yeah.
And you know what's funny to me is people who know me back in the day, but haven't really been a part of the journey to now. and they still judge me by how I was back in the day.
But that's how it is. People that don't have access to how you are today judge you how you were back then.
Oh, yeah.
Because
that's all they know.
Like I'll post
don't
something
know.
You gotta
about.
keep them out your life.
Yeah,
I'll post something about like a wedding that we're finna do, or a wedding that we just did, or I'll post something about KD and how much I love her, or this, that, and the third. And you always see a comment or a response from somebody like OMG. Or
What?
LOL, or
wow.
nothing that has anything to do with, you know what I'm
I be
saying?
seeing that shit.
And I'll be like, I just be looking like, but, so, and now this is the beauty of it. This is when you can tell your growth, all right? So, my first mind was like, delete, block, get them out the way, get them gone. But, guys,
I need you to see my journey.
God told me, no, they need to see this.
Yeah, they need to see.
They need to see that you can grow from what
Right.
you was to where you are and
Right.
continue to grow. Like this is, it's a lot of people who knew you back then and didn't see the middle part, and now they know you again, and they're like, well, how did he get from here to here? And I want them to know, don't stop now.
Right.
Wait, keep watching us because we're going to keep going. Like when we go on our trip, you're going to see the trip. When we get the next building, you're going to see the building. When we drop this next project that's coming out that we're going to tell you about at the end of the show, you need to hear about this and know about it. You know, so man.
And you know, I'm so different because the next journey that we embarked upon, I've only shared it with like maybe 4 or 5 people, and the reason is because I'm so happy and so excited about this next journey. I don't need nobody pulling from my energy. And anybody who I've told that has pulled from my energy, I just block them. We never need to talk again.
Let me find out.
But you know what? The thing is, a lot of times people are so drowned in the sorrows of their own life that they don't know how to be happy for nobody else.
But those are the type
You know
of
what
people
I'm
that I
saying?
don't want around me because
Yeah.
those are the type of people that will prey on your downfall.
Yeah, and they
Those
can,
are the type of people that somebody be like, oh, I'm about to go to such and such release party, or I'm about to go to such and such something exciting. I'm about to go to such and such baby shower. Oh, she having another baby? I'm about to go to such and such bridal
Right.
shower. Oh,
Yeah.
she getting married again?
Right.
Ain't this
I'm
number
about to go to
5?
such and
Like,
such.
what?
Do it matter? Shit.
I'm going to
Love
such
is
and
love.
such birthday party. Like, how many years she gonna celebrate her birthday?
Oh, so,
Those
look,
type of people
look,
that I
they
don't
like,
want
oh.
around me
Yeah.
though. Like,
Yeah, you know, Katie just had her birthday party. She only had like 4 liquors up there that was top shelf. The rest of them was mid shelf. And it was open bar. I don't understand. Like, who she thinks she is that she can get an open bar and give out top shelf liquor and do this and the third. I don't
That was
understand.
even like our
I was with
bar
her when we was back in the day and we
Yeah.
couldn't do nothing but X, Y, and Z. And, you know.
that was like our vow renewal. My
Younger
god sister
people.
was sitting at the table with some people I used to work with, and they was cracking jokes at the table like, oh, she about to marry him again, all this stuff. Oh, you remember when she got into it with such and such? You remember when they
Why
was
would you
fighting
even
at
come
the
to the wedding if you
But
had
the-
negative feelings?
That's the
like
funny
that?
thing
Like,
though.
that's
You
what
never
got
know
me.
who you sitting around though, right?
That's fucked up.
So when we got back from out of town, my god sister called me like, I need to come over there. I need to talk to you. So I'm like, okay.
She pulled out the paper. She had, who was the one who had on this?
Damn.
Swear.
And then who was the one who
Swear.
had on this?
Damn.
Yeah, you need to cut them
Swear.
out.
You never know though.
Yeah.
She was like, who's this person? This, and this. And I was like, that's our homegirl. No,
That's not
she's
your
not your
homegirl.
friend.
Right.
I'm
Because
telling
this is
you.
what she said, and this person was there. This was like she ran the whole conversation down to me, and I was so hurt because I was like, I really did think that they was my friends, right? Because one couple that was there, when they started messing around, he had a whole wife, whole wife, and I still went
Not
to
a
their-
half one.
I still went to their wedding because I believed in their love affair. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
what they had was 100, like whatever. Even when he was dipping on her, I was the one who told her like, girl, because she like, oh yeah, that's what we do. I was like, oh, I didn't know. Okay, let me mind my business because they was swinging and stuff, right?
Oh, okay.
So I thought we was cool as fuck. Then come to find out, y'all was here to gossip.
Yeah.
And y'all was here to talk bad about
Yeah.
my whole wedding though. Like they didn't like my dress, they didn't like my hair, like they didn't like my makeup, like all types of
Damn.
what? They was dogging me the whole time. And my god sister came and told me everything. So guess what I did? Block. I have not heard from they did try to reach out to me on social media and I was like, oh, you found me? Block.
Right.
I never responded. I don't have anything to say to y'all ever.
Right.
Then one of the girls, she had gotten into like an accident or something, and one of the bouncers called me like, "Oh, you know," I said, "I don't care.
Wow.
I wish her well. I hope she don't die because she got a bunch of kids, but I don't care.
She got a bunch of kids.
Don't call me about nothing they going through because I don't give a fuck. Because how dare you dog me at my own wedding? Because bitch, you didn't have to come.
Just gave you
Just
all
because
the
you're
stuff.
invited don't mean you have to come.
That's what I'm saying.
Ooh, that's a mouthful right
I done
there.
been invited.
Wait a minute.
Plenty, I ain't gonna-
Wait a minute. Don't just brush past that because somebody need to hear that. And
That's
not just for wedding, but just for like everything.
Period.
Say it again. Say it again,
Period.
Farm.
Just because you're invited do not mean you have to come. If you have ill will on something, don't go.
Right.
Because the karma gonna be what happens to you when your shit happens.
I wouldn't.
But okay, so
I don't go to shit when I don't like the people.
I'm gonna
I
tell you.
don't either.
Let me tell y'all how they prone or they raise us to not do what you just said. They raise us and teach us to go wherever you're invited. And so when you have a wedding, when you give a wedding, back in the day, they don't do it so much now. They used to ask this question that to me
Anybody
today,
gotta stand up.
to me today, it's like one of the weirdest questions you can ask at a wedding because, for one, why do y'all care?
Why you come?
Why you come?
But why you
What does it
come
matter
if you
to
got
you?
objections?
So
Say
if
your
you
wife
ask the
at
question,
home.
do you have an objection to this marriage?
But you know what? I think that came from back in the day. You know, you couldn't report like domestic violence and stuff like that. But if I'm getting beat up, of course I'm gonna tell Kiki.
Right.
So that's her cue to stand up and say I object.
Yeah.
But it don't stop the wedding. You just gotta wait so many hours
Right.
to visit why they're objecting, and then the pastor or officiant has to decide whether
they
or
gonna
not.
marry or
But
not.
at the end of
Yeah.
the day, if somebody stand up and say I object, you pull her to the side. Like, what's the problem? He be whooping her ass and raping her every day. You're not gonna perform that marriage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
so,
they just gonna find somebody else to do it.
else
But the
to do it,
problem, the
yeah.
only problem that would stop it is if you say I object, and they say why, and you say because we still married. Now, because you can't be bigamous,
Can't
Yeah.
be legally
you know,
married.
bigotry is against the law.
Yeah.
Now we can't do it. We gotta
Yeah, you
stop.
can't be.
yeah.
That's the only. It has to be something to those lines. Like
I mean, a lot of stuff done changed. Because remember, back in the day, you had to get a. My mom said when she got married, they had to have an HIV and STD test.
Damn.
We don't gotta do that no more.
Sure.
Right.
They give you a pamphlet on sexually transmitted disease and STDs.
Damn,
Yeah.
we done none of that.
They gave us a pamphlet. Like, read this. Oh, okay. Like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. Probably that went out the door with I object.
yeah. So I mean, and there's still some people who still.
I object though, like the fucking sad bitches be all in it. Y'all seen the videos of that?
Yes. The side bitch was like I object because he fucked me last
Yeah, we
night.
still fucking.
Last night he was fucking me. Not today he marrying you.
Pregnant and
But-
shit, get up all
The
pregnant.
wife would be like, "Well, I guess my
object.
pussy better."
That
y'all
don't
pussy
mean that.
ain't
I'm like,
better.
that don't
Y'all pussy
mean
ain't
that.
Because
I mean,
girl
you-
had like she was like a trader in the stocks. Like
Who was?
her
The side
career
chick?
was no the wife.
the
Her
wife?
career was better. Your portfolio was better.
Right, you look better
So
on paper.
don't think your pussy was better.
Right, don't think that.
Hey, but you gotta hit them where it hurt though. You gotta say stuff like that. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You coming in here trying to
You ain't
hurt
gotta hit me
me.
where it hurt. You pregnant as fuck, interrupting my wedding. That hurt.
Yeah.
Nothing else need to be said.
Right.
You got
That's
a
what
whole
I'm
baby in
saying.
your belly.
So she hitting you where it hurt by standing up, being
You can't
pregnant.
hit you, but you can't hit me where it hurts. Talking about my pussy not good, and this nigga fucking me every other night.
But
That
then
ain't-
too,
that ain't hitting me where it hurts.
Then
Nigga. I'm
too,
still getting it.
sometimes
I just ain't gotta
they
deal
never-
with stupid
they
ass.
never
You
even,
do.
They never even had sex before.
Hold
Some
up,
of those,
the future wife and the
Yeah. So how you gonna say your
Interesting.
pussy? You don't even
And
know
you say
how good
what?
my pussy is.
What was this song?
And guess YouTube. And guess what? You're never gonna find out because now I'm not marrying your sorry ass. You got a whole baby on the way. I ain't never had sex before. You got a baby on the way.
Was he perceived to be a virgin too? Prior to this? Oh, so she knew he wasn't
Yeah.
a virgin?
The guys don't gotta be virgins. The girls do.
The girls gotta be virgins. The guys do not have to be
The guys don't
virgins.
have to be.
And guess what? My virgin ass about to go find me a new man.
I feel like
You know what they say?
new dick.
I feel like we
The
should.
new nigga ain't the new nigga. You just
nigga
never
be
knew,
pleased.
nigga.
Ooh,
I think that
I like that.
I think we should bring back the chastity belts. What y'all think?
How they pee? I'm confused.
I don't know how it works. I just know you ain't supposed to be able to, you know.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
All
want
right. You don't, no?
I like sex.
No, I ain't talking about for you. We married. I'm
Oh.
talking about for like your kids. Like we got sons, so I think they got male chastity belts too.
First
But
of all, our
They
sons
do.
is whole hackers. They been done found out how to take that bitch off.
Anybody
I mean,
nowadays, shit.
And they gonna be over here trying
like
to
having a,
and then my take it off.
it's like we all here like, yeah, I got a boot on my baby. I mean,
And they still gonna end up with a
That
baby.
would never
toy.
work. If people fucking figure out how to take the boots off their cars, you think
They gonna be on YouTube
take-
like, how do they
Yeah.
make a chastity belt?
Right.
They ain't had YouTube back then,
They
babe.
take motherfucking
The boots off the
boots
car,
off
like
the
you
car.
said. Yes.
So let me ask y'all this question:
What?
Have y'all ever had a friendship that you felt like you had to keep a secret from either your other friends or your significant other? Because like maybe the significant other didn't like this person, or they didn't like when you hung out with this person, so you was like, man, it's my people. I don't want to cut them loose, but
Because why they don't like that person?
I mean, it could be different. Real, like I had a homeboy that KD disliked, and it was because he was don't look at me like that because you already know. He was out there. You know what I'm saying? And I think that she felt like because he was so out there that he might have caused me to be out there.
Yeah.
So she disliked him. So as I started growing, I'm like, that's still kind of my man. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna just have to. I'm not gonna talk about him as much. Not necessarily
Right.
keep it a secret because
Just
you
not
never
say it.
asked.
Just not say it.
I'm just not gonna say. You know, where you at? I'm over dog crib.
Oh,
Oh, you over there again? Like, no, I ain't over there again. I'm at the store. What you want? You want something from the store? What you?
I
like,
had no friends like that. I mean, I could really just be like, I'm over here.
or a situation like you got two friends that don't like each other.
I always got that friend. None of my friends like each other, so I'm always in that boat.
Have you ever had two friends that didn't like each other, but it was because, like, let's say you and KD friend, and I feel like she be doing you dirty,
No, not on no dirty shit.
so I dislike KD because she's doing you dirty. You don't realize it because you like, that's my friend though. That's just how she is. But you know, that's what people do.
Yeah.
They make up that excuse. That's just how she is. That's
Yeah.
how he is. Like, you know,
Yeah.
you give them an excuse for that. There ain't no such
Yeah.
thing. That is not just how anybody is. You are the way you are because that's the way you want to be at that precise moment. It has nothing to do with it. That's just how I am. It's in my DNA. I'm a Gemini. That's what Geminis do. Like,
Oh
no.
my God, I be happy when people say that. Like, that shit is so weird. Like, all Geminis the same.
I'm like, sometimes the characteristics might fit. And you be like, oh, I do that.
Oh, my
But it has
goodness.
nothing to do with the fact that.
Right, you're a
like,
Gemini. No.
So,
Yeah, I know. I never had that problem. I mean, like, none of my friends like each other, but it's never because somebody treated me wrong.
what about
They just
parent
don't
bias?
like each other. Huh?
Your parents ever disliked some of your friends to the point where you was like, okay, I'm not even gonna bring them up.
They did with my sister though. My parents didn't like my sister friends, but for a reason, because they was fucking smoking weed and doing dumb shit.
Yeah, because that's
No,
usually
my
what.
friends- No, my parents, man.
What are you saying, babe? I don't. You doing like? Do I want some more juice? Yeah, I want some more juice. Like they can hear you making the drink because she's a mixologist. That's what she do. So I mean, she started slamming doors and everything.
No, I need some more juice.
Oh, you need some more juice? Okay, I didn't know what was going on here. Then you had 3 bottles.
Yeah, what you do with them?
In that bag?
Ain't it?
What?
She Willie gets Wally. All right, so
First of all, now I want to answer this question.
I'm just saying. So okay.
I don't mind messing with you.
All right, hey. All right. All right, so
First of all, I don't be like Kiki friends because like
all right,
You
so let
don't
me.
know.
it's only one friend that you got on like, and
I don't got that
that's
many,
but that's because I like all your other friends. There's just one I don't like, and that's because when we
well, it
had,
was 2, but we got rid of 1.
well, fuck that bitch and life ain't that. Fuck her in her bloodline,
Yikes.
and she wasn't that your friend. That's just a bitch you went to school with.
Jesus!
Whew.
All right, when the
No, your one friend.
Oh my god!
Because when we had the baby shower for Snoochie, this bitch just like, do this, do that. I said, girl, who the fuck is you talking to? She like,
How
I'm
she
in the
think I
back.
felt at the wedding?
Oh,
Before the wedding.
yeah.
the same way.
Well, her, who the fuck it was?
Yeah.
That's you. the same way?
The same fucking way. Okay?
Yeah.
Same way.
I did.
Same way.
Cause somebody said go get in the shower. You said, bitch, I don't need you to tell me to take a shower. I was like, oh Jesus.
All right, so
Had to come back.
Can
Cause
somebody open
I
my Red Bull?
really, that really could have been like a rough day.
I was like, please don't fight.
I was like, I got to woo. I had to woo. I never really had the woo side, but
No,
that day,
was a but a lot of that day was
that was a woo
for all
side
of
day
us
for
though.
sure. Like,
It was a lot of moments that was like, you really don't, you really
Man.
not excited for me.
I was just like, man,
Jesus.
I could really fight today. I got all days in the world.
Scrap.
so
I saw it.
I want
Saw it coming.
to ask this question before we get into the Ask KD,
Okay.
and it's basically along the lines of what we were just talking about. But have you ever had should your significant other be allowed to dictate who your friends are?
No.
No,
Cause
both
your
y'all
friends are
say no
your
real quick.
friends. Like, how you? So you just gonna say I can't have my friends now? Because usually
That's a
your
possessive
friends you
trait.
have before you know your significant other. A lot of the times,
Yeah.
then you meet some more as you go along in life. But
Mm-hmm.
so you telling me who I can and cannot be friends with?
Okay.
That's just
to me,
weird
that's
to
a
me.
possessive trait.
That's
Like,
weird. Like, I mean, unless it was something like you said, like if you can see they like really hurting you as a, you know what I'm saying?
Because
like if you can
Abusing
see
you
they
or
really
abusing
hurting
you,
you
yeah.
or abusing you or like, you know what I'm saying? Not really being a true friend, and yeah, you can say what you want to say, and then
But
I'll
you
see it
still
when I
can't
see
dictate.
it.
You
Then
still
I
have to
see
tell
it
me
when
how
I see
you
it.
feel.
Yeah.
Or tell me what you see.
Yeah.
And
But
then
you
like,
can't just say
it's up to me.
Yeah, you can't just say no. You
That ain't your
no.
friend.
You can't be friends with her.
Don't bring her over my house.
So is it
Now you can say that.
Yeah, I do
is
say that.
dictating?
Because I would say that.
It's
Like, if I
dictating
don't
the
like one
same-
of your
That's true,
friends, I
yeah.
can say you could be friends with whoever you want outside of this house, but that nigga can't come here.
Yeah.
Is
You know what I'm
dictating the
saying?
same as like giving an ultimatum?
No.
Like if it get to the point where you be like, listen,
No, that's the same.
I don't like her. So if you're gonna be friends with her,
I
we
would
gonna
never
have
give
to
an
call this.
ultimatum,
But it's the same though. Like
No.
but dictate who you could be. So saying
So you can say you can't come here,
No,
but you
no.
can't say you can't come here, and if they do come here, then I'm leaving.
no, dictating is saying that can't be your friend. Dictating is you meeting a guy and the guy saying, Deontay, can I be your friend? I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
You can't see him here, there, on the train, on the plane, green eggs and ham type shit. That ain't your boy no more. And you like, what? And if that is your boy, I'm out. So it's the same. Dictating and ultimatum is the same.
I guess.
Now,
I don't know if it's the same.
I feel like
Go
dictating.
hand in hand.
I feel like saying that could be your friend, but they can't come here. That's not dictating.
I think it is a little bit.
But that's compromising though.
It's compromising.
That's saying that could be your friend, but your friend can't come here. But my thing is, if you so strongly get this friendship that they can't come to our house, why?
There's something wrong.
But okay,
Why
so
your friend can't come
Yeah,
here?
it's
So
not
if
wrong.
I
It
can-
could be just because they're a girl or because they're a
Yeah.
boy.
so if I
be something.
provide a tangible a reason,
Yeah, then
then you'd be like, okay, cool. Now is that not dictating
maybe
now?
not.
Or is it-
No, maybe that's not. No, that's having a conversation.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was about to say, that's just a conversation.
And that's not okay, cool. That's like, damn, I didn't even know. I didn't even look at it that way.
Because-
or it's like, every time you with this person, you don't come to the house at 6 o'clock in the morning. Or every time you with this person, I find a condom in your pocket. Or every time you with this person, a bitch come and talk about she pregnant. Oh, okay, I see why you don't like this person.
Right.
Maybe I can reevaluate who I am when I'm with this person.
Because I was about to say,
Yeah.
usually when it comes like for a man to try to dictate or express feelings about a female friend for sure, or even a male friend, because we had situations like that too with the male friend.
We have one.
Whereas if I see like this person changes you. Like
That's
you,
what I'm saying.
you
You
become
change
something
who you are
totally
when you're
different
with that
when you're with this
person.
person.
Yeah.
So I'm in love with you. I like you, but I don't like you when you turn to this person.
Yeah.
So
or even
when-
if your friend a hoe, like if you bring your friend over here, every time he come over here, he with a different bitch every motherfucking
And they
other
in
day.
love the whole time.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't.
This
Right.
woman.
This
So-
is your friend.
This your 25th woman this month.
That's
nigga.
not, it's not. Yeah, this
But-
month only had 28 days. The
But
fuck.
this-
So
but-
how the fuck?
So this is how I look at it in a sense too, because I feel like when you create friends, you are in a certain space mentally,
Right.
right? So you grow and you start to know this person because we've been together. She from the outside, she looking in like, nah, he ain't got your best interest at heart. It's smart for me to listen to my wife and say, wait, she sees something I don't see because she see us now. I still, because we met when I was down here, I still see us as down here when we
But
together.
that's what I'm saying. That's why you got to come with a reason behind it.
Like, I mean,
But
sometimes.
sometimes the reason don't be.
Oh, she touched my hand.
Boy,
girl.
sometimes the reason don't be valid though, because my male best friend, his baby mama don't have no reason not to like me. She still don't like me. Their daughter's birthday was today. He was like, I really wish you could come. I know I can't come, but to me that's so crazy that I can't come.
But you know, some females like that. Some females, it don't matter who you are, what
That's
you
what
did.
she
She know
said.
y'all never. Well, she probably think y'all was together though, right?
She swear to God.
Yeah, she think y'all was together.
She swear to God on
Yeah.
both her babies' lives that me and
Yeah.
him had sex before.
Yeah.
And I said,
so for me,
no, we have not.
But some women think just male and female can't be friends though.
But you know what she said? She said, she not ugly. You not ugly. So you telling me that y'all never had sex?
I heard that before. Remember a guy I was dating said that.
Yeah, but why? But why do...
Some people just can't. I mean, some people just don't
then-
think you could be friends with male female.
So then...
Cause they done did some shit.
And that's what I said.
'Cause they done did some shit.
His mom was telling her one day, because me and his mom still thick as thieves. Like, that was my girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? She one of the first people I told her when I was pregnant with Keontae. Like, his mom, you know what I'm saying? So, she like, yeah, I remember when she was pregnant with her son, she had to beat this one girl ass. Because the girl was outside talking crazy. Like, she said she was going to kill me and my baby. Talk about, because it was his baby and all this other stuff. So, I went outside and I beat her ass. His mom was so mad at me. She was like,
pregnant, right?
as fuck though. I was like 8 months pregnant.
What?
I was young though. I wasn't but 19, y'all. But I beat the fuck out of her. And then his sister called his mom, like, cause his mom a nurse, and I started having contractions real bad, so she had to come home and check on me or whatever. But his mom was like, but she told her that to tell, like, they really are just friends. Well, why she go outside and fight pregnant if they wasn't messing around?
What?
Cause she was threatening to kill my baby.
She missed the whole.
she missed that part.
She was like, either I'm gonna kick her baby out her stomach, or when the baby get here, I'm gonna slash his throat. So I beat the fuck out of her.
Real specific.
Bitch, don't play with me.
Oh my goodness.
So she like, well, if they wasn't messing around, why she got that mad? What?
Oh my god.
So because his mom was like, she used to spend the night down here. He used to spend like nothing, never. We were just friends,
Right.
And she was like, he was even in the room when she had the baby. She was like, oh yeah, they was fucking.
Oh my god. What?
And I was like, but my thing is this: you know what type of man he is. You think if this was his baby, he wouldn't be there? He take care of his kids.
That's
you his
crazy.
baby mama. You know what type of nigga he is. So you think he just got this 20-year-old son out here floating around and he ain't there for him?
Nothing.
Come on now. You should know your nigga better than that.
So
Clearly she
She
don't.
like, if you just admit that y'all had sex, y'all could be friends again.
You never. First
Right,
of all, if you
that's
said
even-
yes,
that's
we
even worse.
did, she'd be like, no,
I
that's
knew
it.
y'all was lying the whole
Bitch,
time.
you been lying to me for 12 years.
And I want to beat your ass.
Like,
I invited
when we
you to
first
my
got
wedding. You think
together,
I'm fucking him and invited you to my
That's some
wedding?
weird shit.
Never.
when we first got together, she did have this male friend, right? That she kept calling her male best friend, and
Oh Lord.
I was listening. Like she was.
No,
she
he was not my best friend. I was his best friend.
Whatever, but
Because I
was
only
listening
had
to-
one male best friend. He wasn't it.
So I was listening to, like, she was talking to another individual when I first met her, and I was listening, and they were friends, right? The the guy and they were friends, but he used to always make real slick comments, and I was living in the suburbs, but my mind was still east side because I've been
Right.
east side way longer than I was suburbs at that time, right? So I'm listening to what he's saying to my man, real slick comments like, "Oh, this show girl paging me. Oh, this show girl doing like jokingly,
What?
like trying to make a joke out of it."
That's not funny, though.
But I'm looking at it like that ain't.
That's not funny.
I'm like, no.
That's not fair. Because he used to text me like, I love you.
I'm not saying that it was malice
I mean,
on
not
either
text,
point.
page.
I'm saying it from a
The
standpoint
17
of
star 31707 star.
right. This show girl paging me. I love you. Like this, what he was saying to my man.
No, it was always I love you too though. Never I love you.
I don't care what
Right.
it was. You don't play like you ain't say it first.
I never said
Never,
first.
ever,
Never.
ever.
Promise. I always, he would text me I love you and I would text him back I love you 7. I never would text him back. I mean, I would never text him first. Don't keep saying text.
Right.
Beep.
I would never beat him.
So, but my thing is, let me just get to my point that I was making here.
Because you're trying to come for me as if I was.
This story ain't even necessarily about you. It's about him. You just making it about you. You making me wonder right now. So listen, but he was very disrespectful. But she kept thinking that it was like, no, that's just my friend. That's my guy. He's my friend. All right, so, if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this part. He was the one who tried to set y'all two up, right? Or no?
No.
You just fell into that trap on your own.
No, he tried to talk to me, and then he tried to set me up with you.
Right. Okay. So I thought he set you up with him too.
He didn't set me up with him. Boy approached me on his own.
Oh, so you drank that poison on your own.
Well, he used to give me money and let me drive his car to the mall, and I wasn't but 15, 16 years old.
All right, cool. So, but yeah, so
whole
but they were friends.
Fake road to the guest store,
and for you to say that to your friend, I'm just on the outside. I'm listening. I'm like, couldn't be me, right? So now time progressed, and I slithered my way in to make her my woman.
No, you was the one. He was like, "Oh, you should really talk to Dante. He's such a cool guy." Da da da.
Right, and I feel like as a man, I really feel like he wanted you to be with me because he probably felt like it was easier to get you from me than it was from him.
Younger.
Because he was older, he had a car, he was willing to give you his money. Me,
all his money.
I'm like, I don't have no car, and I'm stealing this money fair and square, so I'm not about to give it to you.
And you only work like 12 hours a week.
Right, so I definitely wasn't broke though, because I was probably making more money than KFC themselves. Like,
based on the check,
statute limitations, I'm good. But what I'm saying is,
I can't.
Statute limitations, I'm good.
I'm good now, but what I'm saying is,
years ago.
Yeah, man. So just so y'all know, that was way back in the day. But my mind was straight on. I was getting paid. I think I was making more than the whole building was making, but.
But nobody knew that but you.
Right. So, that's all they need to know. That's the problem now. That everybody doing something. Everybody know it right now. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is he had ill intention. And I was able to spot the ill intentions from the jump. And so like in the beginning of our relationship, I was telling her, I was like, yo, that's not your friend. I'm not going to tell you can't be with him. But I'm going to say that's not your friend. And if he ever crossed the line in front of me,
that's all right.
It's gonna be,
you still remember the day I called you crying when you did cross the line?
Yeah.
We were doing the senior project,
and it was so hard for me to say not to. It was so hard for me not to say I told you so. But I was trying to get my maturity.
But my feelings was so hurt though. We was doing the senior project for sexually transmitted disease and teen pregnancy. And we had to buy like all these different kind of condoms and like paste it to this board or whatever. So he was like, "You ever tried a lambskin condom?" And I was like, "No," because mind you, at this time I was not experienced at all.
Right.
You ever tried a lambskin condom? I was like, "No." He opened one and I was like, "Oh, it smell weird." And he was like, "Yeah, we should try it." And I was like, "What you mean?" He like, No, not like that. Just to make sure that the paper we write is validated or whatever. So we should try it. The condom? He like, yeah.
No.
I'm like, so we should have sex? And he was like, yeah, but not for fun though, just for like research. Just for research.
Oh, that's a lie. I never got that one.
And then I told him to leave. I was crying so hard. I just called Deontay. I was just crying. I was like, you tried to have sex with me. He's like, what you mean? And I was like, it was a lambskin condom. And he said we should try it. And he's like, are you serious? But I was just crying. But you're right. You never did say I told you so.
Right. So you gotta know, what to say when.
But my feelings was honestly hurt because I really felt like first of all, he had just had a baby. Remember? He had a baby when he was in 12th grade.
But no, but we got off key. But let me get back on point. But my point was, I was able to spot that this person wasn't for you before she was.
Yeah.
But I didn't give her the ultimatum. Yeah. I let her see it for herself because in some cases you do have to see it for yourself. Yeah. But
I agree.
In other cases, when you get smart, you can, if you trust this other person so much, like Kiki can come to me right now and say, yo, this person right here is not for you. And I don't have to wait to see it. I'm be like, oh, cool. Good.
Cut.
Like my cutoff game is extremely strong right now with whomever.
I feel like it's because we older.
I think the hardest.
Time for
like taught us though.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Taught us.
Yeah.
So
That's just like when my god sister came to me about them other people. I ain't questioning. I just blocked them.
right. So you definitely got to know when to listen. Like
we don't need a whole lot of friends nowadays. Okay.
because the thing is,
Yes.
if Kiki say, yo, this person is not for you, I don't think you should be their friend, and I'd be like, I don't need no more excuse, I don't need no more reason, because in a sense that could be a form of dictating friendship.
KD did that for me, right? Like,
that's what I'm saying. So it could be
purpose,
it's a form of dictating.
I mean, how long did it take for me to be like, okay, the fuck, cool?
I'm like, if she gonna keep coming around, I probably not gonna come.
So
and she was like,
in a way, that's a form of dictating, but I guess my point would be if you dictating for the better of me, then I'm cool with that.
Know what it is.
Like the reason behind, right?
Sure.
Like your reasoning.
I like you.
Your reasoning with your male best friend, there was no reason behind that.
Right.
Like I don't see, and then it could be us. Maybe we don't see the same reason she see.
But BFF said, that's because she done did some different stuff with her male friends.
Right.
Yeah. You know, it's a lot of people that do believe that men and women can't be friends.
A lot of people.
What about women and women though? Because I know there's some people who don't really like to share friendship.
Women and women can't be friends.
Like women can't share friendship. Like if you my best friend.
You can't have no other friends.
We just got one best friend. That's it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like women really look at it like that.
But you got other friends.
I don't even think I don't even necessarily hear like men classify people as this is my best friend right here. Unless something happened and God forbid we had like a funeral. That was my best friend. Like that's when you hear. You don't really hear it when we living. Like that's my best friend right there. Like you know what I'm saying? I think for men you might transition from that's my friend.
That's my
brother.
Yeah.
And when you my brother, that means you my best friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So,
I agree.
Okay.
But for us, I feel like we can't have other friends. But I feel like what happens when your other friends, we feel like don't have the best intention for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's so true.
Because I feel like me, Isha, Kiki, Mohini, Chula, we could all go somewhere together and have a fucking ball.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, Chula and Mohini are her friends.
Right.
Even though I'm cool with them, they're not necessarily my friends because I don't really know them. But every time we together, it's a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we could all get together and have a good time. So it's not necessarily you can't have other friends. You just can't have other weird ass bitches around us.
I do
V the shit.
Yeah.
Like, every time we been around, first of all, when V rolled up on us at the party, at first I was about to like, who the fuck? But then when she was like who she was, I was like, oh, okay. But we did karaoke together.
She's so fun.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's
you can have fun
like real
friends.
people. Like you know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
But it's
there was a couple people you had brought around. I was like, no, they probably ain't gonna make it.
They didn't know.
And they did because I knew they weren't gonna make
Exactly.
it. It's like you already know.
But it's vice versa though.
And that's what I think. That's what I think you need in life. Is that because when I met you, I was here, so I need somebody who can see you on the level that we are on now. That can tell me if this is conducive to where we're going.
You ain't party. We gonna have something behind that party. Okay, we grown now.
But sometimes
we ain't party. No, on the weekend we party. But Monday through Friday, what the fuck you be doing?
Exactly.
We got to have some substance behind this party.
But you know what? But
Talk to me.
sometimes that's what it takes though. It takes for us to meet somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you cool.
Yeah.
Let me bring you around my other friends.
Yeah.
For my other friends to be like,
Yeah.
no, we don't like them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm straight on that.
But then you start noticing stuff like, you know what, you're right, we don't like them. That's why they never been around again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can get caught up in the moment. Like you get lunch break friends, I don't know, 15-minute break friends. So you really feel like you developed a bond with
But the ones
somebody.
that stayed around, I liked immediately.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. You just kind of know.
That's like the same. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like V, Isha, Bells. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
they here to stay.
Right.
Them are friends.
Right.
But them are friends.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But both the people who I didn't necessarily like, who she didn't necessarily like, they're not here no more.
They're not here.
You know what I'm saying? And that's because
Yeah.
we saw something. I saw something in them that you didn't see.
Which is crazy because I don't even communicate with people I feel like ain't gonna be there. Like I don't even try to get to know you. Honestly,
that's deep.
like your friends that
It's a
you
waste-
brought around sometimes, like I don't even like.
a waste of
You know,
time.
I be nosy. I be want to know what you do.
Yeah.
Like I be asking questions because I want to
And
know
she all
about
the
you.
time.
Right.
I don't have to talk to them. They're not gonna be around.
Yeah, because if you ain't about to be around, like
I'm like,
I'm wasting my breath. Like I don't
She
feel like
like-
about to be. What substance do you
Here
have?
she
Like
go.
I don't feel like.
You just partying right now. You're not gonna like them tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't feel like.
I'm not gonna work with them.
They was good partiers, but
But we
I
don't
mean,
work there no
ain't
more.
No
What's gonna
substance.
happen?
Right, ain't no substance.
But that's true because I work
Like,
with Ish and I work with Bills.
Yeah.
Like, but they still my
around
friends today.
Exactly.
They're my sisters. Like I go to work for them today. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
she was right though. She ain't never AC. That's the main one. Remember for the bridal shower? I was like, BFF, you gotta send it. You gotta send it. Then she was like, yeah, I sent it. She ain't coming. That ain't your friend. I ain't talked to her about how long ago we got married. Well, how long ago we renewed our vows?
Right.
8 years?
Yeah.
I ain't talked to her in 8 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just know something.
I don't even know where she at presently.
know.
But she was
Sometimes
right
we
though.
don't
But she was right though about the stuff she said.
But you know what? I think sometimes it happens.
But you have friends for seasons. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I'm
definitely. I was
saying?
just about to get to that.
Sometimes they don't make it past that
I was
season.
just about to get to
Like,
that.
that's
I was
just
gonna be
it.
a little more prolific with it, but you just said it though.
Oh, go ahead, baby.
No, I don't need to be. I don't need to reiterate it. You just hit the nail on
That's
the.
so, it's true.
But
Like,
it's
it's
like
so
that.
true. Like,
But
your true friends are meant to stay. The other friends
Do
will
whatever.
go as the seasons go.
and as
Like,
we
that's it.
evolve,
Yeah.
it's people that as I grow, you have to grow.
Yeah.
It don't even have to be on the
Nobody gotta be
It
at the
don't
same
have to be
level.
on the same speed.
Yeah.
Right.
Because some people come out the gate and just blow the fuck up.
It's a must.
But
Yeah.
as I grow, you have to grow.
Yeah, you gotta be doing
You have to.
something.
I did it, man. I did a.
All my friends is definitely doing something.
You know what I'm saying? Like MJ, like that's
For
my
sure.
bitch. We go through whatever. Like, but I
Yeah.
can bring her around wherever, and she still blend with everybody.
with everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Whoever
Yeah.
I take her around, she blend. And it ain't necessarily the same for me with her because I'm a little rough around the edges. But they all love me though. All her friends love me.
Right.
They always ask about me.
Where your shooter at?
That's exactly what they say. Where your thug ass friend at?
Where your shooter at?
And she
man?
like, don't do my friend. But I mean, yeah, that's kind of me though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it's still the same though. Like I can mingle with her friends, she can mingle with my friends. You know what I'm saying?
That one friend you brought to the house.
All right. So with that being
I don't
said,
even know what she's talking about.
Ain't
we're
do
gonna.
shit. She just sat there the whole time. Was just like off.
I ain't seen her since.
I haven't seen her since. That was the only time I seen her.
I know what you're talking
You know what
about,
I'm
but I know exactly what you're talking about.
She was off a little bit.
So with that being said, do you do you want to read that?
I'm like,
You want to
weird.
read the SKD? You want me to read it?
Oh, I got it. I got it.
All right. So with that being said, we're gonna do this. We're gonna jump into the
Only
SKD
reason why I'm gonna read it
segment,
because it's a whole bunch of cuss words.
and she wants y'all to get the real vibe. She don't want me to say the N word or the B word. But before we get
They
into
got
that,
stuff in there.
I definitely want to give another shout out to our sponsors, man. Preeminent. Listen, it's important, especially for men. Listen. Okay, for men, the first thing a woman do is she smell you. Sometimes she probably smell you before she actually see you. Especially today, we got to wear these masks, so she don't really know what you look like, but she know exactly what you smell like, right? And the first thing that kind of turn us on is also the smell. You know, so it's important. So with that being said, you want to go to www.preeminentbrands.net, and you can get that taken care of. You know what I'm saying? You can make your own personal fragrance. You just take this quiz. You tell them what you like. Tell them what you don't like. You tell, you know what? I like the Dior, and then I like the Dior Sauvage, and I like this, and I like
I do like Dior.
the Dior Sauvage is out cold. But I told him that. He's like, "Bet I got something for you. Watch this." Boom. He's like, "What you want to call it?" I was
That's
like,
a true professional.
I'm
I
talking,
swear.
man. I'm talking
Like,
about.
that's
He
so
said, "What you
good.
want to call it?" I said, "Man, let's call this because I feel like in this day and age, I name everything after me. Let's call it the DTM." He was like, "That don't sound like a good fragrance." I was like, "It's cool. Let's just do it anyway." So he's like, "All right, bet." But you go on there, you take the quiz, you tell him what you like, you tell him what you don't like. He put it together for you, and you killing the game. That's what you want to do. But right when you get ready to check out, you want to make sure you hit that promo spot, and you put in there Reality 20. When you put Reality 20, you're gonna get 20% off of your entire order, and you get it. You can pick when you want to get your order. You want it quick? Pick quick. I want it like super quick. Pick quick. You know, you can wait a little bit. I can wait a little bit. You know, it's
Is that what it say?
Yeah, I can wait a little bit. I'm ad-libbing a little bit, but I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you raw. You know what I'm saying?
He way too politically correct to have those kind of words.
You know, so but you don't. It's not a long waiting period. They get right on it. You get your email right away. You know, letting you know that we're working on it right now. You want that? You want your version of Dior Sauvage? Boom, killing the game.
Nice,
You want your version of the DTM? Boom, you killing the game. You want your version of that Keisha? Boom, you killing the game. But you just tell them what you want, and they make it on point with it. Keisha thinks she's exclusive, so she don't want to share it. But
it smells so good, but it should be VIP scent. I don't know the
Just
word.
for you.
Unique fragrance.
Fragrant. There you go.
That's my fragrance. They need to go in there and make their own.
And then you know,
name after themselves.
his top fragrance is called Orgasm.
Worry about
It's
yourself.
an amazing smell,
Orgasm
amazing
smells so
scent,
good, though.
amazing fragrance. Like I feel like
And it make your coochie tingle. In case y'all was wondering.
it's phenomenal. Don't play around with it. Preeminentbrand.net. Make sure y'all go on there, check it out. Use the promo code Reality20, get your 20% off, and you'll be next level with it. Let's go. All right, let's get into the Ask KD.
Okay, I'm reading this for y'all because it got cuss words in it. And we know how DTM is.
Bunch of them. And she said F, and then the F. Go ahead.
Okay, this question is really for KD and Kiki.
But DTM is awesome. Oh, I didn't want to ad lib while you doing it. Go ahead.
But DTM can chime in if you want to. They don't say you awesome though.
Oh, I thought I was awesome.
So I am a female with a female best friend. Me and her have been through it all together. Good times, bad times, and everything in between. She has slept on my couch. I slept on hers. We have beat up niggas and bitches together.
Damn.
Like she's literally my best fucking friend. Well, recently she got with a new nigga. And one night they came over my house late as fuck. And they was both drunk. Well, I wasn't drunk, nor in the mood for them, so my attitude was fucked up and they ended up leaving. Fast forward a few months later, she doesn't come around anymore, and she always has an excuse to why we can't hang or have a few drinks together. She mentioned that her new man doesn't like me because he feels like I have a bad attitude off of that one incident. So my question is, should I call her out on it, or will it make it worse? I feel like she's not messing with me anymore because of him, and I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair for him to not like me off of that one situation. And I think it's messed up that she doesn't tell him to give me another chance. I don't want to lose my best friend, but I also don't want to keep getting put on the back burner. What should I do, y'all? For real, help me.
All right, so what I think... Oh, no, go ahead. I'm just playing. We'll go with Kiki first.
I feel like,
What happened? I do feel like she should say something, but not like not no beef shit. Like just say like, I don't feel like it's fair for him not to like me off that one situation. Like, come over here and let's try again. Like, if you drunk, that's my thing though.
That's what I'm saying. You can't do it.
If you drunk
shit,
and you like on 1,000 and you come to my house and I'm sleeping
regular, right?
And you wake me up and I'm gonna be on your same level. I'm irritated because you're not coming over here regular. You coming over here hype. You on 20 and I'm on 1. Like, come over here on the time when we both level and we get on 20 together.
But why your friend not saying nothing is what I'm thinking.
That's the thing.
So you just cut her off completely? Like, that's kind of fucked up for that to be your best friend.
Yeah, because why you not saying like...
I mean, I get you got a nigga,
But why you not saying like, babe, we did go over there on 1,000.
So you ain't want to try it again. You ain't want to read.
So it's not that she had
meet
a bad
her on a regular day.
Yeah.
Like, when y'all not drinking.
I think that's a dangerous spot right now because the reason why I say dangerous is because now that she is so focused on the fact that he disliked her, she's going to be trying so much harder on the next encounter that it's still not going to be her.
No.
But my thing is like, you didn't have no problem telling me that he didn't like me off of that situation.
Yeah.
So why you didn't have that same energy to tell him to give me another chance?
Yep.
Biggie, give me one more chance. I feel like because it was liquor involved on one half and not on the other, because they was already turned up and they wasn't. I do think that another opportunity to come together and actually meet in a regular environment to where you're not really trying so hard. Like, let's get drunk together.
Yeah.
Let's get to that next level together. Let's not get drunk. Let's chill. Let's go to dinner. Let's do this. Let's go bowl. Let's go whatever. But I do think it's another chance that should be rendered to really learn who this person is.
I don't really understand why they came over there drunk in the middle of the night anyway.
It was a holiday, I think.
It was a holiday.
So if it's a holiday,
it was like
drunk,
New Year's.
you know.
So they came over there, turned for New Year's, but she had already went to bed. So it was like, when they got there, it was like, oh, okay.
So it's like, if you didn't have no plans, right? And you kind of at the crib chilling, and New Year's go 3, 2, 1, boom, Happy New Year's. At that point, you're finna go to sleep.
Yeah.
But if me and KD out already, and we like, oh snap, we right over here by the crib. Let's go over there and see what she doing.
Right.
Knock. Come on, baby.
No, I'm not knocking. Do. No, that's fine.
Oh, I was about to say, did you have that then? You had that then? Did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, she been had it.
Yeah.
So we get in.
I would call first. I would never just
But
do. I don't want to see nobody ask
even
me.
that. Even that, we've been best friends forever, and she still ain't gonna. She gonna be like, "Who died?" Like,
Right.
like why y'all over here at 12:50 and I'm trying to go sleep? You know, I gotta work in 2 days. Like, you know, I'm trying to.
Right.
But you know what? I guess that did happen with my sister and her boyfriend, though. Because I don't really like him after the first time I met him, and it was on the holiday and he was drunk.
See, he was drunk.
That's kinda
He
the
wasn't
same
himself, though.
Yeah.
But
then,
But he was disrespectful, though.
Yeah,
Right?
that and
was
like
he
I found out
intent-
some other stuff that he do, and it just I'm turned off completely.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just because of that incident, period. Because I could have got. I mean, you could have probably been better the next time.
Because originally I was
Just
going to
finding out other
say.
stuff, and I'm just like, nah, I'm straight.
You like, you know, you ain't shit.
Yeah, like
Originally I was going to say. Now I don't know if this is the case for this relationship, but sometimes we can be best friends, but we can also be each other's trigger.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I don't smoke cigarettes, or if I don't smoke weed, or if I don't drink,
Yeah.
unless once I get around you, I'm ready to do all that.
Everything.
And
Yeah.
you new to this, and you like, wait,
What the
you
fuck?
don't do.
Yeah.
I didn't know you
I
did
don't-
coke.
Right.
Like-
Now you
Right.
do coke.
Right.
So if we are each other's
Yeah.
trigger, we could have been through the worst of the worst and the best of the best. And to us, we like, no, this is it. But if you looking at it like, but that was I ain't never seen you act like this before.
Yeah, I never did
And this is the first time.
Yeah.
Nobody
That's
else you've
true.
been around has made you act like this.
That's true.
Or you felt comfortable enough to act like this. And when I'm drunk, or when you drunk, you're a little more laid back and more inclined to do
But
things
see-
that you
But see,
know.
when you think like that, because I know the person who sent the Ask KD in, I can say that the person who sent it in, her spouse do feel that way
Right.
about the other person. Like, you don't never do this unless she around. But she stands 10 toes for her best friend. I do what I want to do because I want to do it. Don't blame my friend for it.
And I agree with that 100%.
So I feel like she
Yeah.
wants that same energy
Yeah. Yeah.
from her best friend.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Because if I don't went to
I
work
agree.
for my nigga about you, bitch, you don't even go to battle about your nigga about me.
Yeah, you should be doing the same.
But I mean, also in line with that, sometimes you might go to war with somebody. To me, you know, you might go to war with me about somebody else, but you ain't necessarily gonna go to that somebody else and say, "Yo, I just went to war for you." So Kiki might not even know that you might have went to war for her. Because
Yeah.
it's a battle that we haven't.
Yeah, but you still not showing your face. So,
Nothing. Yeah.
so did you go to battle with the
Nothing.
death?
Nothing.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying so. Like some people have to disclose the fact that I went to war for you.
My thing
Others
is, if I'm at
Yeah.
everything you throw, I don't give a fuck what my niggas say. You should be at everything I throw. Don't give a fuck what your niggas say.
Hey, I might not be in the same places though.
My thing is, my nigga don't have to come, but I'm gonna be there.
Y'all might not be in the same places, is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. But how did y'all? So y'all was best friends, and now y'all don't do nothing together.
That's what I'm
Since
saying.
you got with this new nigga.
That ain't cool.
I ain't
And
saying.
then
I'm not
Because
saying
I
it's
feel
cool.
like if me and you was to get a divorce, right? The next nigga gonna feel some type of way about Kiki.
Right.
Absolutely, because
And we
how you
beat him
meet?
up.
How you meet? Shut up. How you meet her?
Like, did you beat me up for your ex-wife or for your BF? You pick. You pick.
Big.
What I'm saying is, me and you break up, but I got a new nigga. he gonna be like, so you met her through your ex-husband? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she's still gonna be my best friend, and she's still my kid's godmother, so it don't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna be like, you can't go. Nigga, suck my dick, I'm going.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna miss Xavier party because you gonna be there?
Well, that's
no,
because-
I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
You think I'm gonna miss Junior party because you gonna be there? No, nigga, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all niggas better learn how to coexist,
Mm-hmm.
or nigga, you stay at the crib, but I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
But you speaking from a spot of a strong personality. Everybody don't have a strong personality with everybody. You are one of the individuals. You have a strong personality with everybody. Some people
I'm
have.
a bitch to everybody.
No, I'm saying
like
I didn't say that. I said you have
I
a
got a
strong
strong personality,
personality.
too. You do.
Right? You guys have strong personalities with
But I am
everybody.
a bitch, though. I can admit.
But-
That's what I'm saying.
There are some people who have strong personality with certain individuals,
Period.
and then there's some people who just timid. They don't have that strong personality.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's very true.
you can have a strong personality. Like we can be here, you can be very strong and opinionated, everything, and then we can go somewhere else, and you'd be
say
just sitting there
nothing.
not saying nothing. And the people who know you will be like, "Why she ain't saying nothing? She usually be opinionated. She usually be whatever." It's because she don't feel comfortable. She don't have that same
Energy.
when it comes to this
you're
individual.
saying, so what you're saying is the other best. So you saying best friend B,
With the nigga.
the best friend with the nigga,
new dude,
new nigga me please.
right? New
So
dude friend.
you saying she not not strong enough
She's not strong enough.
to stand up.
She's not strong enough, or she's
She was
not
strong enough with the
comfortable
ex
enough.
nigga.
She's not comfortable enough in this relationship because she like, I don't want this. I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
that's what it sounds
I don't want. You know what I'm
That's what it
saying?
You
sounds
feel like she's trying to hold on
So
to that
she's trying to
nigga.
put
Yeah.
on to see where this might go.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas she ain't even really thinking about who she's pushing out. I've seen relationships that built on a, I don't want to say a lie, but that's the only word I can think of. On a lie, because you like, I just want to see where it's going to go. So now you putting on, you pushing away who's really in your corner
Yeah.
you can put
Oh, I see
on.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
So you're saying she's trying to stand steady in what she got. That she's trying to let go of her friend. I mean, not necessarily.
Not
You
let-
probably don't think of it that way, but that's what's happening.
But that's
Yeah, I
definitely
think
what's happening.
I think it's kind of like
That's definitely what's
it's
happening.
like
if you
passing
stop
the
showing
ball
up, imagine
or peripheral vision. Like
if
she tunnel vision. That's the
yeah,
perfect word.
yeah.
But imagine
She tunnel
what you
vision. I can
want
only
in the
focus
instant.
on
A lot of
what's
people
right
do
in
that,
front of
though.
me. Right.
A lot of people
She
do
tunnel
that.
vision with a relationship. Her relationship is very tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Until she get the confidence and strength. Because with the old dude, she might have had confidence, or she was like, I'm tired of him anyway, whatever. But this one, she want to see where it's gonna go. She tunnel vision, so I can't see the side. I can't see my friend over here. She's standing right next to me. She got my back. I can't see it though because I'm looking at this relationship. I want to see where this is gonna
Which
go.
is fucked up.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm not
Because-
right. It's definitely not
Because a lot
right.
of times she see
Yeah.
the full picture, her
The
best friend
relationship-
probably
it's gonna be over.
gone.
It's gonna be over because it's only so long you can take that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Like I got when I first got the Ask KD, I asked myself like, well, damn, if Kiki just starts spinning me,
Yeah.
so she ain't coming to my birthday,
Nothing.
she ain't coming to the kids' birthday,
Nothing.
she ain't answering.
Nothing.
Now she'll text me back, but she won't come to nothing. I'm really gonna start feeling the type of way because
yeah, you have every right to as being a best friend. That's where you got
Right.
that title at. The thing is, the best friend, new dude best friend, gotta learn how to coexist. Like she gotta build the confidence up. For one.
Time management skills.
especially she come to me like,
I need my
yeah,
time.
remember you ain't feel like being bothered. He don't like you off that, so
Right.
Yeah, that's some
So what?
bullshit.
I mean, and it could
That's
be
some bullshit.
the-
It was
so.
one of
That's not even a legit
I-
reason.
now-
Like that's not a legit
I'm gonna
reason
tell
not to
y'all,
like me.
I've been around the block with, how relationships go, and a lot of time, and I know y'all seen this before, when relationships start to build, and the dude might have a little, insecure problem or whatever. The first thing he try to do is isolate you
From your friends.
and family.
Yep.
oh yeah.
So the isolation start, and what happens is I choose the first. Okay, boom. I don't like her. Once I see you start separating from her, got her,
Yeah.
got her. All right, cool. Let's see who next. Who next?
Like,
Take
I'm
out,
not about to let no new nigga come in my life and be like, I don't like him because he a guy. Like, what? I know you for 2 days.
I need you to
think
come
I'm about
better than
to?
that.
I'm about to lose my best friend because
I need you to come
you
better
don't
than
like
that.
him.
Did you see him looking at my ass? Like, did you see
I
him
was like
grab my
this.
ass?
Block. Because what? I mean,
Because you
not
gotta
just
come
because
better
of
than
that, but it's like all these other reasons. Like I'm not fucking with you, and then you insecure about my best friend. Like
You gotta come better than that.
What?
You gotta come better than
because
that.
something you done did in your past, something you done fucked up with. That ain't
Yep.
got shit to do with me. Cause I ain't never fucked none of my best friends. Okay,
Never.
none of them
Or they niggas. Or
Okay.
bitches.
And so
I'm good on that.
ever.
to chime in on that, how many best friends you think you got?
I only got 2.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying I ain't never fucked none of them.
Oh, I was just okay. I just wanted
That's
a
what
little
I'm saying. I ain't
clarification.
never fucked
I'm
none
like,
of them.
huh?
Because you kept saying none, like I thought way more. I
To
was
chime in on it. Bro, you was retarded.
I just okay. All right.
I just feel like in certain friendships, I'm gonna go to war for it. Kiki, it's your
Yeah.
A nigga can't come into my life and tell me I can't be their friend.
Right.
Nigga, you
Right.
try even Same Face and Leonard, like, nigga, you can't tell me I can't be their friend because they boys.
Right.
Right.
Max, another one. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna go to war for the friendships that's close to my heart.
Uh-huh.
I don't give a fuck because they got a dick. Them still my friends. Them my brothers, bro.
I sent y'all a picture. You don't know if they have a
They're
dick
my-
for real. So yeah.
First of all, they're my brothers, and I'ma always be there for my brothers. And if you don't like it, nigga, we can't be together.
Okay, so yo, listen. Ooh, I like it. So listen, okay, I like it.
Oh,
Ooh, I like it. So with this
That's
being,
your ass hat.
I missed a week last week, giving y'all this tip, but going from this week forward for the month of February, because we are now in the second week of February show. I want to give you guys a Black History moment. Something that you might not necessarily hear, because I had an epiphany. I love it. So I had an epiphany where, when you go to school, you got Black History class, whatever, Black History Month come around, they tell you about the same thing over and over and over and over again. You hear about Dr. King, you hear about Rosa Parks, you hear about Malcolm X, etc., etc. Those like the main one. So during this month, during the show, at the end of the show, I want to give you guys a Black History moment, message, tip, or whatever, so that you can learn something new. Take it with you. All right. So this week, KD, did you know the Statue of Liberty was actually a black woman in the beginning?
Never knew that.
So she was a black woman, and it was supposed to represent the end of slavery, right? And so what happened was the French, created it and brought it over, and they changed it because they didn't want to display slavery or African Americans or anything like that. So they changed it to look the way it is now. But if you look closely at the Statue of Liberty right now, if you look at the foot, you can still see the chain because they made sure that they left a specific piece on it. So you can still see the chain on the foot of the Statue of Liberty. So,
I'm sorry, I saw red wine.
red wine, they just ignored everything I said. Red wine?
No, I was listening, but
So that's my Black History message for this week. I want y'all to,
that's dope. I'm sure nobody knew that.
I want y'all to really like dig deep, man. Look a little deeper than what they try to teach you in the book, because they hide a lot from you. I feel like with this month we need to really focus in on it, because they only talk about slavery. Like when you hear about Black history, you only hear about the slavery, and we was here before slavery.
That's true.
We just happened to, and everybody didn't fall into slavery.
Right.
It was just a certain area that kind of fell into slavery. It's like right now, there's a lot of murders and stuff going on in certain cities. If we only focus on them cities, that's going to be the history that our kids is going to hear about. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, in Inkster this happened, and in Detroit this happened. No, it's way more stuff going on right now. Mm-hmm. So let's not just focus on that piece, right? So that's the big part about it. All right. So yeah, definitely want to give y'all a Black History moment throughout, life, so that way we can take it with you, man. Learn something about it. Did you hear that, Kiki?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that?
She heard it. Don't do my best friend.
I repeat it, John. If you didn't hear it, I repeat it. I want to make sure you heard it because that was the deep one. When I heard that one, I got when you hear the rest of it. Oh, and just so y'all know, I'm gonna do a video every day in February, so that you can know. It's gonna be just a little small Black History point, something different, something that you probably did not know.
Where you gonna put the video at?
It's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be on the relationship reality, page. It's everywhere. Just look around YouTube, everywhere.
Sometimes you be doing videos and stuff, and you don't tag me in it, and you tag everybody else. And I was like,
I don't tag.
I had looked for my name. I was like scrolling, like, okay, I ain't playing.
No, but you know why? Let me tell you.
Go past that.
Let me tell you why. I learned when you're doing media is that you know the people who are actually going to look at it. You don't have to tag the ones that are going to look. You got to tag the ones that's going to look past it, so they'll be on their page.
How do you agree?
Who?
That's not her.
That's Jazz.
Jazz is gonna crop that part out.
Right.
She probably your cousin from down the street.
Yikes.
I knew you.
It's good. You good, bro. You good.
Oh, this the one with the baby.
Two, yeah. Two big heads.
No, she got not the one with the little girl.
Yeah.
She got little, no more.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When y'all went to lunch with the little girl,
So with that being said, I don't know if they were.
I can figure it out.
Right.
That's me. She right.
She just changed her name. But
Whole name though.
but I'm gonna call you
Got the
that.
same
The
face.
little baby.
They got the same face.
Well, she got the braids. It threw me off.
Oh, so
He about to edit all this out. He about to be sick.
yeah. All this next week. Make sure y'all tune in. Tune in next week because we do have a big announcement that I want to go ahead and get out here so you guys will know what's going on. So I'm talking about excitement, man.
We're gonna tell you this week because I told you the wrong name.
Yeah, so you get a behind the scenes exclusive, all right? So with that being said, it's your boy DTM.
Oh, your girl Katie.
Yeah,